lattice, keep squeezing it till it flatten your melon. A known felon, I'm weaving it through the traffic, connecting with drug addicts, embracing these thug habits. Look, at the end of the month was no food. Potato and egg tacos is how I made do. Free peanut butter and government cheese. My issue, my mama calling Deborah for help. Aunt Lou. 4 kids to adults, we here starving. My father got a job, he started then departed. My mama broken hearted, I'm looking at her narcissist. It's time to hustle regardless, I'm getting this party started. Like quarter piece in a brown paper bag in the bush, cross the street with the pistol close to hand. Pray to God when it's time to bust it don't jam. I sold my 7 grams, police came, I ran.
I'm the first gospel rapper. I'm the first apostle rapper. From my section, it's a lot of rappers. Respected cause I'm not an actor. Even though I changed, I didn't change up. Kept the same name from when I came up. RPH and we here now. The devil got so much to fear. Culture mechanic. I left the hood to fix all the problems inside of Advantage. Cause I'm from the hood and stuff get fixed from the inside. Inside, that's why Christ became a man. I'm in Christ. I let the old me die and became a man. Yeah, deal with men, but I war with demons. Reciprocate that before Jesus. Encounter changed all the morbid reasons. I was more of a heathen with a gorgeous heater. Miracles follow me now. So when I walk through the crowd, virtue was hard to be found. In me, they calling me now. When the devil show up, everybody know us. We the pull-up crew. RPH, scars and grace, and we about to change with the hood up too. Yeah, if you watch me live my life, it's like reading the word. Check me out, I got stripes in the streets in the church. I left the hood with some urban epistle. Urban epistle. I'm living the scripture, the word is official. Urban epistle. I left the hood with some but I came back with the word. I left the hood with a pistol, but I came back in a pistol.
I'm the rose from the concrete. I'm the diamond from the coal. I'm talking to y'all in depth. Stacked against the odds, my roots still crept. Grounded in the soil of the West. Love, loyalty, respect, mirrors pain, anger, death. These night terrors got me stressed. Seeing vivid thoughts of death and melting flesh. Turn them dark days to sunshine. My mind stay full grind. The whole city feeling the pressure. This is the war cry. War crimes, loaded 4-5s, holding on both sides. Let's ride, it's go time. Broke about the concrete. The same place the sinners and the cons meet and still shine. The diamond in the rough that make the world blind. Take mine, aim at my opposition and dream of my peace. To my demise, I'm gonna speak for the streets. My voice sing to the beat. My soul speak and I peak. You hear Long Beat.
Hey, yo. Hey, HotFacts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you tryna play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts. We ain't finna play that.
You might play it well, but the game don't love you.
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts.
I began with the truth. Who stand and salute? When the rules of the land, you either cuz or salute. Most watch too many movies. It's where they get their cue. Think they gotta take the bishop out. That's how you get the juice. That's cause they ain't met the king. My job's to introduce playing checkers. They think that chicken's how you get the coup. Like it's chess. These rooks telling lies in the booth. So they don't protect our queens. I gotta tell the truth. They focused on that gang war. I rep mine, you bang yours. Respect I. When different sets buy from the same store. Represent different sides and wind up on the same floor. When bullets fly, enemies lie side by side. That's a shame, Lord. They only coincide in peace at the cemetery. They couldn't say he loved beef in his obituary. So at the funeral, his family told a few lies. Placed him up in heaven cause he went to church a few times. It's sad. Cause when goons die, the saints cry. R.I.P. graffiti, they riding before the paint dry. The church pray before the cops come. And Satan playing evil games in your brain before the shots done. The streets living like Christ died, they never rise. When he said to tell us die, he didn't tell a lie. Man on the debt, God wanted to change that. So Christ paid double the price and bought change back. You can't change that.
Probably shouldn't say that, but I can't fake that. We ain't finna play that.
So you trying to play chess with the devil without the king, huh?
I love you enough to be giving you the straight facts.
Look, this was done by grinding. Plot my path in life, start climbing. I came from the bottom where the babies is dying, the mama's crying. Everybody can't make it, but they trying. All I see is RPs on t-shirts in old English. Another young life gets extinguished, and what we do, pop champagne, reflect on the memories, pop another bottle with a hit.
Day to duct tape and funnel some bricks through the tunnel with the bundles of chips. You can get the bundle package if you often and quick. Keep the cop off your tip, keep the spot off the grid. I'm finna hit, suppress it with a muzzle and tip. Henny guzzle it quick, I'm from a smuggling clique. We move bricks, now estimate the number of chips. How much it costs for a hit, how much it costs to quit. I remember Somerset used to be Compton Boulevard. BG's on the set for the new squad. By the way, since you dealing with the new squad, that means new law, new boss, new home.
Dreams will last forevermore.
But you ain't gotta die to go to heaven. Christ did it for you.
I wanna go to places where dreams will last forever.
You talking heaven.
Dreams will last forevermore.
And heaven's been on earth. Due to sin, it was hidden from you. I've been to more funerals than graduations. I'm from the streets where killers get the congratulations. Empty crack bags and bullet shells on the ground. Addicts and automatics, the nightmares all around. Rape victims impregnated by evil rapists. Every time she look at her kid, she can see his face. People need a break, so all they think is flee, escape. Drink and take drugs till they kneeling at the feet of Satan. But Christ died for it, body hung high for it. Arms spread wide, bled dry, Mary cried for him. He let his mother watch to show us who we love and lie. When he rose, heaven fell and landed on the juggernaut. He defeated what defeated man, but defeat was incomplete with the devil. One did a feat of a defeated man.
One in a million, I think it's beyond skill. Welcome to my life, I won't meet you with no ice grill. The days is short, I take advantage of life thrills. Understand my stance, I'm ready to handle what life deals. I need a car that when you see it, you be like, yeah. But ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you life's good. You can make it too, we came about the same hood. Now you see me out like, hey look, it's a closed book. Most chances is chances, so we take them. Fake them till we make them. Dreams easily taken, extreme levels of bacon. You know my style.
If you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it bad. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, that's SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care.
The money, that's the incentive to pick the people up and drop them off. I understand everyone's not a people person. Some people refuse to even attempt to be people. But people are dope. Are they your friends? Depends. I've actually made friends in Uber. I've met a couple of potential business partners. I've even shot a music video and used a kid that I gave a ride somewhere as the main character of
Yo, that was for you, Dash Bandicoot. I gave that yo for you. For those of you, when the whole thing pops off on the lobby theme, and then it gets to that phone call and that voicemail, that's an actual voicemail. That was not a voicemail that I had someone go ahead and do when he first got in contact with me. That was his introduction voicemail to me. So, and it was way real 100. That was all the way genuine right there. That's why it sounds all the way authentic. Okay. That's why it sounds all the way authentic. Thank you, Dash Bandicoot, for that one right there, people. Once again, we're in here for another one, another great one. We got a lot of great news today. I'm tapping in all over the world. I'm tapping into the UK. I'm tapping into some Thailand. Okay. I'm tapping in Thailand, people. They are going through the delivery thing too, and I had no idea. And when they put how much money it is, like for whatever they're doing, like it seems like a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure American money is probably, I don't know, but it's hitting them hard too. We got news all over the place. Once again, condolences to all of the families who are, feeling pain right now because of that Texas little boy. Condolences there. Hope everyone there is, taking advantage of the counseling and the churches that are opening themselves up so that you guys can walk in, take advantage of everything you guys can, so you don't end up in a bad place. That's my little bit of advice there. Okay, so as you guys did see in the banners, okay, when you checked in, first of all, the title, we got news. We got NUGGS. Okay, we got NUGGS. Let's go ahead and throw out NUGGS right there. NUGGS actually did his experiment on a Tesla, which is very, very great because I watched The Driven Dad, and The Driven Dad puts in some super numbers, so it was great to see someone else go ahead and take the plunge and dive in there and give some feedback back. And it was good to see that NUGGS is a 21-year-old kid compared to The Driven Dad being a full-grown man. Okay, so that's good there. So we're going to tap in to that news there. Then you also see it says Nova Dasher, people. That is right. Nova Dasher did tap in. Okay, Nova Dasher will be here, people, Monday for the Monday Hot Facts with Robert Reese live, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, people. That's what it is there. He will be in here for the 2 o'clock here. So it will be dedicated to him. So it will be Hot Facts, but we'll go over a little news. He's a dasher and he gets in. So we'll go over a little news, but primarily this will be the Nova Dasher interview. So it will be at 2 p.m. same time here. It is the Hot Facts. Nova Dasher will be here on Monday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. He tapped in and locked that in. So this is gonna be a great interview there. If you guys missed it, the interview yesterday with What's Good Wood, he is the official Hot Facts boxing analyst. Okay, he's gonna break down fights when they come up. I know that we do deliver when these fights are going on. UFC, boxing. He is a boxing expert analyst. People, he breaks down the fight. So we did a complete interview yesterday so that you guys can get an understanding of who he is. We went over his old YouTube. I asked a list of questions there. Then we got into some things, and at the end, because he is a customer, asked him some questions as a customer when he orders. And people, he orders from Grubhub. Okay, he orders from Grubhub, and you'll hear why. You will hear why. All right, so yeah, boy. So we got that in going there. And today, we have a special one coming in. We have UGT Uber Guy Tony, people. He is by way of Los Angeles and Inglewood. He is a local by way of me. He does ride share. He's been driving for over a year. He has over 1,000+ rides. He drives in LA and Inglewood. Now, I am from LA County also, people, but by way of the north side, Long Beach, Paramount, Compton, Linwood area right there. He is in the other side over there on the Inglewood side. Okay, people, so It's LA County, but different. Okay, so it's a good thing. It's still LA there, but that's great because if I ever got to get some news in the LA section, because he dips around, and we're gonna go ahead and tap in and see what he has to say today. I checked out a few of his videos. He has a lot of great stuff going on, so we will tap into UGT today. Uber Guy Tony, big ups to you, brother. He tapped in. We exchanged numbers. We did the whole thing. You can put all that right there. Hawthorne, Inglewood, Gardena. You can put all that there, but you know, he will be tapping in today. He is a driver, so that is a very great thing. But we have a lot of great news. I know that I had a comment from, I think it was DoorDash Rick. DoorDash Rick said he's sorry that he missed the show live, but he did go back and watch. And he said, if everyone pretty much the look after your neighbor and everything, like those days are gone pretty much. So people got to start doing that. And going back to yesterday when I spoke about Texas, and I talked about the when someone buys the ammo and everything like that. Now, I didn't watch any videos. Later on that night, I'm watching with my wife, and like, man, that red flag law, that's what I was saying, man. The red flag law. If it seems suspicious when it comes to ammo and guns, all you do is red flag that. People, they can check their social media and see if the man is posting things, and you can possibly prevent something before it happens. They need to have that, but you really can't put that into effect because it's up to someone to observe and report. And, some people will just say, I don't care anyway. So who knows? Man. But I do hope that they change some things when it comes to young kids buying ammo. If a young kid that age is buying, at least if they got alcohol, 21, at least put that to 21 at least. Just at least. If you got alcohol at 21, you know what I mean? 18's got to come on now. At least to 21. And if you're buying at 18, you have to be accompanied by your parent who is registered, and all that other stuff. So you can go and buy if you are accompanied with, it's like a sponsor thing. So like your dad would be your sponsor, and anything that you did when you went and bought all falls on your sponsor too, and your sponsor can get jacked up. I think they should do something like that when it comes down to these gun things. If they did that, more people will not do it because they'll be bringing more people down. Yeah. Dad Manicoot said, yeah, he's not a camera dude. He is not a camera dude. But without further ado, people, we're gonna go ahead and get into. Let's get into the news. We'll get into the first part of the news, and then after that, we'll get into NUGGS and the Tesla, and we'll go fully into that, and then Uber Guy Tony is going to be later on during this episode, so he will be tapping in. Okay, people, so I'm going to switch this right here, and right now, let me go ahead and pull this news up for us. Let me see. No, that's not it. Bingo. All right, people. So we're going to go ahead and get into this news right here. I'm going to put this like this, okay? So, ooh, that's super large. Zoom that back. Okay, this is in Duluth, okay, Minnesota. A Duluth man is facing several felonies after allegedly robbing a delivery driver at gunpoint. His name is Tenji Collins, 33, made his first court appearance Wednesday, okay? He's charged with aggravated robbery, theft, and being a felon with a firearm. So automatically, automatically he's going down for the firearm. He's a felon. He's got mandatory years for that. They're gonna add on all the rest. They're gonna add in all the rest. But he was robbing a DoorDash delivery driver. Now here's the thing with DoorDash. Here's my only thing with DoorDash. They are allowing drivers to carry cash. And if people know that some DoorDash drivers are carrying cash, they're more likely to get robbed. Okay. And it seems to be all the robberies or attempted robberies are on DoorDash delivery drivers. Just about every single one. I will go out on the limb. I would have to go back and check every single live. Oh, by the way, people, and I was supposed to do this days ago. Okay. I was supposed to do this days ago. So some days ago, I hit 500 videos. Social Blade sent me a message and I never checked it. So I hit 500 video uploads a few days ago. I had 500 video uploads a few days ago. And I also just hit, okay, let me go back in here and check this. Let me double check. Okay, hit that. Okay, so I broke 90,000. I broke 90,000 total views in 4 months, so that's not bad. 90,000 views in 4 months. It's 93,170 in 4 months. So I did that. I got 500 videos. 500 videos uploaded. It's at like 506 videos right now in 4 months. And also, this is my 50, I do believe my 56th or 57th live, but my 55th all the way live. That's a live. I had 2 when I was in front of Floyd Mayweather's house. I don't count that. And my little cousin Caden's birthday party just showed around for a little bit. I don't count that, but those are on there as a total. So if you minus those 2, minus those 2 lives, I am at about 55 lives, 55 lives that I have done. I did my very first live interview yesterday with What's Good Wood. Today we'll continue with another interview with Uber guy Tony. I told you guys I am in here to bring the news and be the guy for the community on the inside. And on Monday, I have locked down Nova Dasher for his interview going in on Monday. Okay, so right now, pretty much Dash Bandicoot, pretty much. Right now, I am in my last 28 days. My last 28 days, I'm at 50,110 views. My last 28 days, 50,110 views. I'm up 123% from the previous 28 days. This week, let me see. Yeah, it gives all this stuff for the last 3 months. If you take out the first month for the last 90 days, 82,779, 696% more than the previous 90 days, but there was no 90 days there, so you don't count that at all. So it's moving in the right direction. By the end of this week, hopefully I hit the 100K. So hopefully by the end of this week, I hit 100,000 views in the 4 months. And at this pace, I should have, I didn't let you guys know this. I have a personal quest that I am trying to do. I know that you get monetized at 1,000 subscribers and everything else there. So I am trying to have 1,000 videos up. So once I heard 1,000 gets you the, once 1,000 comes, that's when you start. But I feel that if I have 1,000 videos up when monetization comes, it's going to force me to stay on my grind even more and keep putting the videos out at this constant pace and continue to bring great quality. The whole thing is bringing great quality. The ride-alongs are there to help people and show people and teach people. This live is to go ahead and bring you news from all areas so we can break things down from all over the place. There's drivers all over the place, and there's a lot of news that gets thrown into the back pages of delivery drivers, like getting robbed and things like that. So when I bring this news to the light, we can actually help all the drivers out there staying protected and passing on the word. Now, by me bringing in the hot facts like this, when drivers tap in, like UGT and Nova Dasher and all the other ones that will be tapping in, when they tap in, I'll be able to have people. I mean, that's pretty much the people in the area that's doing the dashing and killing it. This dude is on a mission trying to get the 55,000 on the 5,500, 5,600 for the month. So if someone is grinding and moving like that, and he taps in, and I can be able to tap in with him, and if he's dashing at the moment, I might be able to just have him tap in and say, hey, how's your market? How's your area? What cities you working in right there? And just by him tapping in and by him putting out his hot facts, any driver around there in that area might hear the word, and then boom, boom, boom. That's the main thing. That's why UGT is tapping in, be able to tap in with different people, ask certain questions, dip in like that. People, I told you, this is hot facts. We're going to bring the news, and I'm going to be the guy in this gig economy that's going to be bringing it. Well, at least I'm going to be trying to bring it like that. But, you know, that is what it is right there. Hopefully this dude learned his lesson there. He's up in jail. He got his county clothes and everything. Okay, now this right here, this is from Australia, okay? This is from Australia, and this is from it's called a Woolsmith. Woolsmith is a grocery store. Why'd they put wool in wool? There's too many W's. Who's not in Australia, okay? I'm not. This grocery store right here, someone from the grocery store, delivery driver, what they did was when they went to the woman's home to go do their delivery and the groceries, what they did was they jacked up the lady's lawn so bad. This is the lady's lawn. They drove all through her lawn. Poor delivery driver. Delivery drivers, you got to respect people's lawns. No matter where you are, you got to respect people's lawns. And now people, she's trying to make sure that they're going to pay for it. They're going through all of this stuff, all drawn out. Look at that deep gash in there, that straight tire right there. Come on, delivery drivers. Come on. You can't go to a place with it looking pristine and leave it looking dusty and dirty. Like, what's that movie? What's that movie? Billie Jean. Old school. You can't do that, man. You cannot do that at all. I got a scumbag alert. People. I have a scumbag alert coming up. We are going to hear about this scumbag right here. Go ahead and get past this Woolies. I got a get past this scumbag. Scumbag alert. Okay. I hate going through scumbags, but somebody has to. I'm going to read this one. Food delivery driver kidnapped and raped girl, 17, then claimed to be a good Samaritan. Okay, so this person did not do that here. Okay, this person did this he's in the UK. Okay, fast food delivery driver who kidnapped and raped a 17-year-old girl was today jailed for 15 years. Mohammed Khan was described by the judge as a dangerous offender who has subjected other females to predatory sexual abuse. Luton Crown Court heard Khan, 37, had grabbed a drunken teenager from the street in Hemel Hempstead, Hertfordshire, on the night of August 28th last year. She had been drinking with friends and had laid down on the pavement while waiting to be picked up by her stepdad. Now, people, I want you to know this. They're out there drinking. It's not like here. You hear how he said teenagers out drinking? They can go out there and do that there. Like, they can't do that here. They got to fix that, I guess, but you can't. That's just what they do. Okay. Prosecutor Peter Shaw said the defendant spotted her when she was apparently the worst. She was apparently the worst to wear for drunk outside the Primark store. He got out his car and What's that say? He got out of his car and bundled her into the passenger side of his vehicle. He drove away from the scene during the course of approximately an hour, subjected her to various rapes and sexual assaults. He abused her as he drove her away and then stopped the car and raped her. Wow. When she came to, she was telling him to stop and yelling at him, and he just kept going. And it says, during the whole ordeal, the girl's anxious mother was ringing her phone. The mom's girl was calling the phone. Wow. Her father spent an hour trying to find her and eventually picked up at about 11 p.m. outside the bathroom store in Hempstead after King Khan had let her go. CCTV was used to trace a car to Khan's hometown in Chesham, and Khan was asked to come into the police station. They asked him to come into the police station instead of going to get him. He denied any sexual contact, but his DNA was found inside her jogging pants. He claimed he had been acting as a good Samaritan. This dude. Scumbag. I'm not even going to finish reporting his That's stupid, man. Like, you know, like when you're like, when I get the news, people, all right, let me tell you how I do the news. When I'm going through and I'm getting the news, I don't read the articles when I get the news. All I see is a title. From the title, what I do from the title is I just do a screenshot of the title, and that's what you see there. That's all I have. I then sit down here. I use my Google Voice on my computer right here, and I just read the headline, and it brings it up in a new tab. When the new tab comes up, I'm reading the article fresh, like the same as I'm trying to give it out to you guys. I don't know what these articles are. Some of these dudes are just wicked. Some of these dudes are wicked, and it's crazy. When you're reading it, it makes you stop because it's like, man, I don't even want to say this stuff, but you got to report the news though. It can't be hot facts if it's not reported. These dudes are wild right here. These dudes are wild. All right, let me I'm going to bring that down so I can just stay right here, and I'm just going to read from the next ones. I'm just going to read these. I'm just going to read these through. That dude was a piece of... Florida e-commerce businesses have delivery option with VHO now in state. Okay, company opens 3 facilities as it continues expansion. Okay, it says VHO, the logistics platform designed for e-commerce last mile delivery, is now operating in Florida. On Wednesday, people, the firm announced it has added facilities in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and Orlando, with Jacksonville and Tampa to follow later this year. VHO is operating in 19 markets, including Washington, D.C., and major cities in Colorado, Texas, Illinois, Indiana, Georgia, North Carolina, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and now Florida. Okay, it plans to add about 1 new market a week for the rest of the year and expects to be operating in about 50 cities by year's end. They are moving. Now, when I worked at Harbor Freight, people, they have the thing 1,000. They're trying to get 1,000 stores opened up. That's their main thing. So if you see those pop up all over the place, they're on 1,000. They're trying to get 1,000 of those stores opened up. Man, that's crazy. As a company built around, enabling brands to deliver best-in-class customer experience, we make sure to provide the high level of collaborations to our retail customers. This is why we are expanding our footprint, specifically in areas where our customers see the biggest value. We are excited to bring our customers, our customer-centric delivery logistics platform to the Sunshine State, said, I can't say that name. Is it Itamar Zur, co-founder and CEO of VHO. VHO utilizes customer communication in market warehouse locations and a dynamic marketplace to seamlessly match demand for deliveries with last mile driver partners. It said, like other gig-based last mile delivery companies, VHO uses crowdsourced driver networks, unlike other networks. Okay, though the company creates routes of deliveries that last between 2 and 6 hours, the result is more dedicated workforce and more paid. Well, pretty much, it's gonna help the drivers, get paid well. Okay, and still enabling them to choose the days they want to work. Okay, so that's good. So pretty much, people, logistics, you got to think. FedEx, UPS, what can Brown do for you? On Track, DHL, all these places like this are opening up places where now the drivers have more flexibility to come into work and choose routes and all that. Now, I don't know if they are going to branch in and merge that with Instacart or Shipt, or even try to merge that with Amazon. And Amazon might try to tap into that as like sub locations. I don't know how that's going to work, but I wonder how much the drivers are getting paid for these. Okay, and I wonder, how much the load is and what type of truck it is. Okay, and it says once a route is booked, the driver heads to the local VHO warehouse to pick up the orders and begin the delivery day. I know they have like curry and things like that. I wonder if it's gonna branch in there. Okay, so man, and they get to choose which days they want to work once a week. Man, okay, that's not bad. Okay, it says VHO operates company facilities including sporting centers and depots in local markets, allowing e-commerce brands to ship goods to the end consumer with next day delivery in most cases. Okay, it also offers a return service. So if they outsource drivers in a return service, if something's not right, they might be driving it right back at the end of their routes. Okay, with our newest VHO hub in Orlando and several more planned to open this year, we aim to bring the delivery returns experience enabled by VHO platform to the majority of Floridians. Okay, said Chelsea Bayer, general manager of VHO Southeast. The expansion will bring excellent full-time jobs to Florida, as well as opportunity for new driver partners. Okay, bam, like I said, opportunity for new driver partners, meaning that that more driver partners, Amazon Flex or any of those places like that, but they're going to have people in there picking the aisles. They're going to have people in there picking the aisles and bringing the orders up, and then you'll have certain drivers taking those back. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know that when you're doing Instacart and Shipt, and some of you are doing these grocery store orders for these restaurants, you're actually picking a whole store order. If you are working inside the restaurant and they pass out to stores to each employee, each employee picks their own store. So instead of them doing it in the warehouse, they just pretty much had you pick the whole store. So you're picking the whole store. You're a picker. So they're going to have places like this with people in there to help out inside the warehouse, which is going to bring more jobs to the Florida people as pickers inside the location. You'll have runners in there running them on their double pallet jacks, and people using the cherry pickers and all that stuff to reach. They'll be bringing them in and staging them. Okay. Then you'll have some truckers driving them through to get them to where they got to go, and some coming in to pick up in your own vehicle. So that's how it's going to bring in a lot more money for people down there in Florida. Now, if they have these little small local delivery things, how we have here, these might be some things you want to look into if you're in Florida, those cities right there, and see if there's like little side pickup places that are not the major ones that people are doing, where they will be going and pick up from places like this. See how much money those are, and see how much money you can make like that. Okay. It says in March, VHO made the decision to jump into the returns business. It acquired Quick Return, a New York-based technology company that serves e-commerce brands in the New York City area, in an exclusive interview with Modern Shipper. Okay, so Fred Cook, co-founder and CTO of VHO, and Ethan Souzer, co-founder and CEO of Quick Return, said the combination of the two companies will allow each to grow and create end-to-end delivery and return options for e-commerce customers across the country. Now, people, what that means is there's going to be drivers specifically, like mainly, they'll give you a route and you're just going and picking up returns and bringing them back. That's pretty much what you're going to be doing. You're going to be a runner just picking up stuff and bringing them back. Those are going to be some money makers. Some people are going to be like, dang, and you can be third party doing it. Now, probably if you work for the company itself, you'll have a union backing you up. But if you drive by yourself as a third party, we obviously know you got to put in all the costs yourself and do what you got to do. But it seems like the third party in this case might make more money than the people that are actually doing their thing. Okay. I do know we have that problem here with Amazon Flex. Some of the Amazon Flex drivers, they were driving for Amazon. They drive Amazon Flex. They just switched. They switched from going and getting the Amazon Prime van, and they switched to doing this, and they say it's better doing it like this. So we got that going on there. Now, this news is from the UK. Now, I got another message that said I did a good job on the UK, and can I keep UK news coming? People, when they send you messages, you got to return the favor and the love. HotFacts is over there, okay? HotFacts is over there. Now, this is about says G&B Union. Let me see. It says delivery drivers have called off a strike after G&B members accepted a pay raise of almost 10%. Okay, dozens of G&B members employed by delivery giant DHL people. G&B members employed by delivery giant DHL were due to walk out yesterday, the 23rd and the 24th, but bosses made a last-minute offer of 9.5% plus 750 bonus. G&B members voted on the offer yesterday, and an 80% majority accepted the deal. Now, I really want to know how much was that 10% really, and how much, like, how big was that fight for them to just really be sitting there for that 10%? And I wonder, you know, the ones that really did not want this, I wonder if it really affected them the most. I wonder if that's how that went. It says Stuart Harrison, G&B organizer, said G&B members working for DHL for JCB should be rightly proud of themselves. They've been under attack for 4 years, faced changes to their contracts and a whopping pay cut. Now they're walking away with a big pay rise, a bonus for their heads held high. The way they stuck together shows what can be done in workplaces with the basic trade union values of challenging fat cat employers to pay G&B members what they deserve. Now, I wonder how much are all these people getting paid? If they went from like $21 an hour to like $26 an hour, that's all the way worth it right there. That's all the way worth it. So big ups to them for making it happen, because when you're dealing with DHL and logistics people, the longer the strikes go on, the customers are the ones that's going to be suffering. Okay. And then you'll have people that are going to go to work and cross the line, and then there's going to be issues caused in between the work for no reason there. I'm glad they worked that out right there. I'm glad they worked that out. Now, this next one right here, I was like, how the hell did this happen? Okay, 3 FedEx trucks crash into each other on the main highway. Okay, Boston people, B-Town, Mark Wahlberg and them, Donnie Wahlberg. I know they got the Wahlburger. I don't know if it's better than my burger, but they got the money to put it out there like that. I'll just cater and sell plates. But they are still bomb, okay? Now, it says 3 FedEx trucks crash into each other over on the main highway. Big FedEx express truck, okay, Arizona license plate. Alfred, Maine, AP. 3 FedEx delivery vehicles traveling single file crashed into each other, sending one driver to the hospital and tying up traffic, officials said. So you know how Amazon said that 1 in 5, are getting injured? Well, there you go right there. That's 3 cars right there. This is 2022. So right there, people, that just added in. So that rate right there is not going to drop, especially today. Safety days go down. People, your safety days can't go down. You're trying to get that bonus and get that lunch. Okay, you're trying to get that lunch. The delivery vehicles collided with each other. when traffic slowed in front of them late Tuesday morning on the busy route 111. Dub C, said Shannon Moss, spokesperson for the Maine Department of Public Safety. All of the trucks suffered damage, and one of them was pushed off the highway into a tree, Moss said. One FedEx driver was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, Moss said. So, 3 crashed. But I see that here. When I'm sitting inside my hotspot, and we have it's a road called Meridian Parkway, and that's where the warehouses are, the truckers, and that's where the Amazon Prime facility is. Once you see one truck come, it's like a long line of like 50 of them, and they're all trying to drive fast, get in front of each other to get on the freeway that's already backed up. I can see how that happens. I can see how that happens all the way. Now, I got some Thailand news, people. They said, man, someone said, what about the Asians? And I was like, man, I got Asian friends. I got a whole lot. I eat everything. And people, to a certain extent, if I'm around like their family and they're speaking, I can understand what's going on. Okay, I can actually understand. Can't speak it, but I can understand. Okay, man. And I like to go make my own pho. You go right up here to the Asian spot. You go right up in there, and they give you this little bag that's got real cinnamon, real like tree sticks and all this stuff. You put that in the water, and it boils in, and then you got to do all this stuff yourself. I like to make it like that. I love my Asians. Big up to everybody in Long Beach. North side, east side, and the west side, Cambodia town. Big ups to all y'all right there. Big ups to all my Vietnamese friends, Westminster, all my Filipino homies and Cerritos, La Palma, Buena Park, all y'all around there, Bellflower area, all my Filipino homies in Carson, all y'all around that area, all my Chinese homies that stay in LA, and all my real Korean homies that's right there in LA. Big ups to all y'all. Big ups to all of y'all, okay? Big ups to all of y'all. Now it says in Thailand, now if I can have someone, if someone is out there, can you look up the currency for Thailand? If you can put the currency of Thailand compared to America and just put it up, and then I'll highlight that up here so I can read this. I want to see, because it looks like a lot of numbers, and I know that that's not how much it is. I know that's not how much it is. It's the numbers don't make sense. So can someone translate that for me? If not, I'll go ahead and type it in and try to pull it up. But if someone can work with me, that would be so great right there. It says, as fuel prices climb, Thailand's delivery workers struggle. Now, this dude has a big Bertha utility. Well, actually, it's the same box that they have for Deliveroo or Just Eat over there in the UK, or all of those. And it looks like the DoorDash backpack. Now, he's on a Honda scooter, and they're in Thailand. That is what they do. Now, for those of you who do not know, in Thailand, now I barbecue and I cook, people, and I am a food enthusiast, everything. Now, a lot of you may not know that in Thailand, they have a lot of American westernized barbecue place where you can go and get our smoked St. Louis ribs, the pulled pork, and everything. There's some people who studied and actually lived here and took their businesses out there, and they actually have bomb barbecue out there, and they have delivery services out there when the westernized places got out there, and they actually showed the people there how they can create and make some more money. That's how this stuff happens out there. Okay, so even in Thailand, they are eating ribs and pulled pork sandwiches and everything. Okay, it says as Thailand's fuel prices climb, some delivery drivers are saying the country's attempt to the country's attempts at subsidies aren't helping them much. One motorcycle taxi driver told Thai PBS World that PBS people, I ain't coming with no hot facts. Thai PBS, okay. Thai PBS World that even though the government offers 250 baht discount per month on benzene, they're using benzene or gasohol. They use benzene or gasohol. It's not worth it when they have to travel long distances. So they're even using the cut gas. Now let me tell you this: there was one dude inside, good looking Dash Bandicoot. There was one dude inside a village, right? and he was creating and he made his own gas, and the government went and tried to shut him down because he wasn't spending all that money. They're using benzene and GASOHOL, gasohol. That's what it is, gasohol. Ah, man. Might be used for like Toros or lawnmowers. I have no idea. I've never heard. They might just want to go get a bottle of 151 and pop that in there. I wonder how much that cost there. Said the driver added that not many gas stations have joined the scheme, so the gas stations aren't trying to get up in there. Deputy Director General of the Department of Energy Businesses, Patera, I can't say that. I'm not from that country. Patera, bear with me. I was gonna murder. If I was gonna murder something, it was gonna be this right. People, if I was gonna murder something, it was gonna be this right here. Oh my goodness, these should not be like this. Okay. Whew. All right. Patira Cyprat to Tita Pit. Patera Cyprat to up tip. That's what I'm going with. Said that by May 20th, about 1,000 gas stations had joined the Win Save discount program. The other people don't want to join the program, people, because the gas stations are going to be losing money. They want them to sell that cheap gas. Another worker, a delivery service biker, said he now spends an average of 300 baht a day on gasohol instead of 200 baht. Gasohol currently costs 43.5 baht per liter. Benzene 95 costs 50.9 baht per liter. Meanwhile, Thailand's diesel price has get to some regular gas. Meanwhile, Thailand's diesel price has also climbed despite subsidies. The country's subsidy has helped keep the price at about 32 baht per liter, even though the actual retail price is now 40 baht per liter. But raising the price cap from 30 baht liter to 32 baht has already brought out an outrage in Thailand. Last month, angry truck drivers rallied in front of Government House in Bangkok to demand that the price cap continue. So they go there and protest, right? They went to the Government House, okay? Not like here in America. They go like talk. We talk on social media. They went straight to the Government House to go try to get some stuff done. The lucky Manny Pacquiao, they're not in the Philippines. He just lost. They would have went in front of his house. He would have two-pieced a couple of them for doing that. They got to fix this, people. Thailand, they got to get this stuff done. If you have ever seen any Thailand video, it is 1 million scooters, and you can't even cross the street. If you do, enter at your own risk. That is all I'm saying there. Enter at your own risk. Okay. Now this one right here, people. Now this one is I may have got with this, a little late, but I still think it's kind of hilarious. Uber driver picks up woman, notices destination is her own apartment. Okay. So what happened was this girl picks up a passenger, and girl gets in the car, and the driver sees that it's her address. So instantly, investigation skills went in there, asking the girl. She said, "I'm gonna go see my boyfriend," and all this other stuff. So she went in and caught him and all of that. But as a driver, how crazy is that to find out that your person is cheating on you and you got the person in your car taking them to the house? Now the girl did not know is what she said. Okay. Didn't get too much more into the rest of that, or else I didn't need to read too much more into the rest of just after the title right here. So my question is to the people out there right now, do you give the girl the ride to the house or kick her out the car? And I'm primarily asking a man first right now, because like a woman, like when I watch Jerry Springer and stuff, the women are fighting like they're fighting the other person who doesn't even know. They don't even know who you are. Like they kept the secret so well. Why are you fighting that person? So that's why, like, I'm trying to, like, from a man first, put yourself in this situation. Put yourself in this situation. You in the car, you pick up a dude. Do you take the dude to the house or do you kick him out the car and call? Okay? Woman, because this was a woman here. Do you drive the woman to the house or do you go crazy on her? Or do you want to, drive to the house and text while you're driving and see what's up? Okay? Let me know what you want to do. It said, give him the rights and open up the front door for him. Yeah, man, that's crazy right there. That's give him the ride. Yeah, give him the ride. That's crazy right there on that one right there. People, that is nuts. That is nuts right there. Crazy. Let me tell you guys about my day today. Okay. Now I went out today, got some orders in, and my dad called me. Now, we all know that I don't care how old you are, you got mail going to your parents' house. I don't care. Certain mail, that's really important mail. You got to have the important mail go to your parents' house. So my dad, we got the same name. So sometimes I got to have stuff go there because sometimes stuff comes and it's for him and I get it and vice versa. So we open up each other's mail just to read the first little bit of whatever else it is. He was like, I think you better stop by. Look like you got a check from Harbor Freight. So I went. It was a little settlement check. Now, while I was working at Harbor Freight, people, when I started working there, it was 13 hours, 14-hour days. Like the lunches were like it was pretty much like not right. But the loads were coming in. People were getting paid all this double overtime and all this stuff. And some people were quitting. Like, man, I had people tapping out within the first day, quitting on me. After I've trained them, they quit within the first day. And these people were going and getting lawyers. You heard these people say, I'm going to get lawyers. And actually, one of them went out. $998,000 lawsuit for working employees off the clock and everything else there is settled like that for that one. So for what it was, my little chunk of the change, I got $152.69. So that was not bad. So that came in at a good time. So now I'm going to just add that into whatever I make today driving, and that's not an all bad day. And that came in as back. So that is cool right there. It's going to be a pretty good year for receiving this year. Next month, July got one coming in also. Okay, Uber Eats, Riddler versus Postmates, got that coming in. So, people, if you do get things inside your email and it says things like don't think it's all spam. Read it first. Don't just click and say, oh, that's spam. Read it first. A lot of you guys have been in markets where there's been class actions and you guys have missed out and you actually were in. So don't think everything is spam when it comes, okay? Don't think it's spam. Actually read it first and then decide if it's spam. Now, we all know what spam is, but you know what I mean? If it's something that has your name, like some type of law or something on it, just go ahead and read it. So that helped out fine. I was able to get my orders in, go work. Now, there's some people that work in areas here where drivers don't like to go. So when they order like Sally's, or if it's a person that I've never seen, and they live in one of these parts, I always let them know when I meet them that, hey, I turn on my app at 5 a.m. If you ever need an order, you turn on your app. I'm the local delivery guy. What I'm doing is some people don't turn on the app because they don't know if people are driving. I let them know I'm turning on my app as early as 5 a.m. just in case they ever do order something and my app is on, I know that someone's going to possibly make an order. Some people have even said, man, I was wondering, when do deliveries happen around here? I just moved around here. When do deliveries go? And I was like, well, I turn my app on at this time. So if you use this app, it's normally going to be me at this time because no drivers drive. And they say, oh, cool. So when I'm waking up and things like that, I know I just turn on the app and then whatever happens, happens. And then, I like to do those things. Plant seeds wherever you go, people. Plant seeds wherever you go. You never know where the money is going to be hiding at, okay? You never know where the money is going to be hiding at. And I'm going to let you guys know. Now, Uber guy Tony told me that he's going to tap on in at, I'm going to tap on in with Uber guy Tony. Let me tell you guys the exact time he is going to be stepping in. Let me look at this. So he'll be tapping in at 3:30, people. So UGT will be tapping in at 3:30. That's when he will be tapping in. But like you guys did see, we have on Monday, people. We do have, we got it right here, fellow YouTuber, GigTuber, Nova Dasher. He's going to be tapping in, people. So he's tapping in. Going to go over a few things with the man. I watch his channel. It reminds me of video games. Out of nowhere, you'll just hear a sound. You're like, what the heck? Did I? And then you'll look, oh, yeah, Nova Dasher's on. You got Nova Dasher in the background. I have the YouTube Premium. So a lot of my videos play in the background. And also today, we have Uber guy Tony right there. Uber guy Tony will be dropping in today. Now, this news in Texas, I think this one right here, I think this spree might be the one where might cause left and right to come together on something quicker than expected, simply because there's children involved. Simply because there's multiple children involved. I don't think that, because even with the Vegas thing, they really didn't do nothing. And then after that, right here in California, in LA, the shooting happened at that bar and nothing even happened. I think that now it's kids. I'm thinking that the left and the right might actually stop being so stubborn with each other. And, you guys both got your things, but like I said, there was also something in the middle that you guys also probably agree on, and try to bring something to the table that works out for everyone. Some people are going to be disappointed. We all know that you cannot please everyone out there. That's just the way it is, and that is life. But people, we have to come to a decision when it comes to children. At 18, everyone knows what they were doing at 18, unless you were living in a place where you were emancipated at 16. You grew up real fast on the street. You were running away all the time, not at home. May have went to sell drugs, become a stripper, prostitute, something like that, where you're paying your own rent. You're on a talk show talking about it, something like that. But outside of that, the 18-year-old don't even know when to wake up still. Got drool coming out the mouth, eating up all the food in the parents' house. Don't know what he's going to do, go to a junior college or try to do this. Don't know nothing about work. That's what 18-year-olds are doing. You can't just have an 18-year-old if you know that's what 18-year-olds do. Be like, yeah, what is this 18-year-old going to do with all this ammo? Chances are he wants to play real-life Call of Duty. He wants to play real-life Call of Duty. People, I grew up, man. All right, let me tell you this. I'm an 80s baby, and I'm in 80s for real. I'm 82. I'm an 80s baby, okay? I'm 1982. We used to be able to walk this is how times changed. We used to, first of all, ride in the back of pickup trucks to our baseball games with our neighbor Tony and their fat family. We ride in the back of the pickup trucks with no seatbelt on, because that's what you can do back then. 4 or 5 years old, we're walking 2 miles to school in a group with like 6 kids by ourselves, and we're all the kids that play in our apartments. We're walking to school, cutting through little rascals. We hopping on gates, crawling, going through little cuts. We were able to do all that stuff. Okay, it's not like that no more. It's not like that. Kids then growing up, we grew up with responsibility. That's why the parents were trusting us, and that's when a time when you can go to the store with a note and you give the note to the guy at the store. Come on now. If you grew up, all right, people. So I'm from Paramount originally. For those of you who do not know, the Zamboni The Zamboni that cleans the ice for the NHL and everything on ice, the Zamboni, that's from Paramount. The Zamboni was created in Paramount, okay? So a lot of people will associate Paramount with a place called Downey because it borders that, or a place called Bellflower. But Paramount literally borders the north side of Long Beach, okay? The east side of Compton, the north side of Long Beach. You got Downey on that side, and I guess you call that Downey Bellflower right there. So it's connected to Compton, Long Beach, right there. So all in that area, that's the inner city right there. We are riding bikes through the cities and stuff, doing the cemetery used to be there. We used to ride our bikes and go through the dirt hills all the way in the back in the undeveloped land. And check this out. When we used to go give the note to the guy in the store, he knows who we are. He was like, that was like our parents telling us, okay, go check in. You know, that's like you checking in, and he gonna let me know, like, when, you know what I'm saying, like that. When we're doing the dirt hills and mobbing through the cities and stuff like that, we're eating out the fruit trees in the alleys, loquats, apples, oranges, pomegranates. When you go past the Mexican house and they got the roosters, the pomegranates and all of that, the pomegranates, you are eating those. And that's where you go for the aloe vera, people. You go, if you live in the hood, you know that somebody grandma got aloe vera and got the cacti back there. You go right there for special healing. You go right there for special healing. The community was real big like that. If they noticed the kid was awkward, the whole community knew. You're like, man, we watch all these kids play, and that one right there is something wrong with him. I'm gonna go talk to his parents. It's not like that. That's how it was then. Parents gave kids, extra responsibilities. Walk your sister to school. Here, take this money and give it to the milkman because we owe him. And then ask him, can I come back after school and take some back home? Stuff like that. People gave their kids responsibility like that because it was different. These days, people is weird. I'm guaranteeing this. If this was back then, put this right now, that kid would have been, first of all, the other kids would have known there's something wrong with him. The other kids would have known there's something wrong with him. Hey, man, we got sloppy joes and tater tots, and he ain't been eating his tater tots for the past week. Hey, man, he's not even playing for keeps and marbles right now. What? Not playing for keeps and marbles? What? He wants to stay. Look, the kids would have known something was wrong with him, and a parent would have known, and a teacher would have found out by one of the kids. That's when, the day of the teacher, when your parents loved when you went to school, because the teachers were really taking care of the kids, more than some parents were. The teachers actually cared, and the teachers knew all the individual kids. And guaranteeing, if this was back then, a teacher would have noticed signs about that kid. That kid, they're turning in essays, and the hell this kid right? What the hell he writing about? Teacher would have pulled him to the side instantly. What's this about? I'm disturbed. Is everything going okay at home? Okay, the kid would have act like nothing's going on, and I guarantee that teacher would have did that red flag law and went ahead and warned someone. Times are different now. We got all this crazy stuff going on. He shot his grandma in the face, people. He shot his grandma in the face. How many of you knows that even rolling your eyes, or it don't matter what your grandma say. If your grandma tell you do something, you go do it no matter what. No matter what. You would never even raise the middlest of the tone at your grandma. Never. So to shoot your grandma in the face, something's really got to be wrong with you. Something's really got to be wrong with you. I don't know, but people pray for the dude. He obviously has a demon in him. I know that there's a lot of atheists out there. Atheists, if it don't apply, let it fly. Everything else, just listen to. Pray for him. Try to get that thing out of him. You know what I mean? Try to get that thing out of him so it's gone. We don't need that thing floating around in nobody else. If you do voodoo, do some type of voodoo thing. Get that thing up out of here. If you're a Wiccan, Do something to cast that thing out of there. If you go to Renaissance Fair and you play Merlin at your Renaissance Fair, do something. Do something. Get it out of here. Do something. We don't need that energy trying to hop in nobody else. That's that reptilian stuff, people. We don't need that hopping in nobody else, okay? That's bad energy. That's bad energy. Whatever it was preyed on a young boy. Young boy, 18 is not a man. He probably still peeing on himself. He probably peed on himself last week because he got drunk. He's 18. He probably peed on himself. Still pees on himself. Or he still was peeing on himself. And he probably played magic cards too. Nothing wrong with playing magic cards. I'm saying, but he's a kid. You know, that's part of his main thing. You know, he's doing something that he's a kid. Can't be going buying ammo. The only kids that can get ammo like that is if you signed yourself off to Uncle Sam and you go out there and go to war and they give you some weapons. I want to give a special birthday out there. He probably missed me today too. I will never miss this dude. Birthday shout out to a boy that's been out there at war. Justin Lowe. Happy birthday, brother. This dude memorized everything in the military code book, okay? His MOS, he's a gunner, okay? He's a gunner. His MOS, people, for those of you who want to know, his MOS, he's a gunner. Been my boy for a long time. Been training managers with him at several gyms. Worked with him. He's been there for me and my lowest. Been there for him and his lowest. Happy birthday, Justin Lowe. Happy birthday, Justin Lowe. That's my main man right there. And Julissa Espinosa. Julie, I hit you up today on LinkedIn. People, Julissa Espinosa. She used to be a client of mine. She was actually in one of the videos the other day. So what she does is she actually, you know what? I'm gonna give her her title on what she is and not just give my regular term for it. Let me give exactly what she is. Boom, boom, boom. She hit me back right here. Okay, so Julissa is she's a director, civic and community engagement at the University of Laverne. Now, also what Julissa does while I was training her, I was her personal trainer in the gym. She came to me in the gym. I got the training. Well, it was kind of a both-way thing. Got it in. And after I branched out from the gym and went solo, she went with me there, hit a lot of milestones and things like that. But she does a lot of great community work, okay? She would come and train with me before she would go do community work, organizes food giveaways, helping people get jobs, minorities, helping with scholarships. She's been head of many different projects. She does several things like that. So I'm going to tap in with her after that. And I told you people that Hot Facts, I am in here for real community ties, bringing in the Hot Facts to get things out there that can help. Okay, people. So there will be things that I'm going to be generating and trying to raise some money for, that if I can raise the money there and different things that she has going on, I'm going to try to get her on here for an interview to go over her current projects that they have going on for the homeless, things like that, and get donations in here, help donate there, get her in for an interview and let you guys know what area she's doing it in. Now, she's from East LA, downtown area also. She does a lot of great work there. Sick Lavia, she's also a bicyclist who participates in that. But she does a lot of great things in the community. And so I'm going to get her on, see about some of the events going on. I might hop on and go drive up to some of the events, get some hot facts in there, report on some of those events. And when they're doing special things or, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that what she does and people that are doing internships. I know some people doing internships are not making money and they do drive. Also, that's how they make their money so that they still can do their internship and still get back and forth to school and help out. So I'm going to have her on. I'm going to tap in with her later on and get her on here. People, real community ties, people. And the people that I bring in that you're like, who are these people? These are people that I personally have built business and personal relationship with that have real good ties in the community. I've been doing a lot of good things and staying positive for a long time. And all those things that I have done in the past, I can bring those people in here because it is hot facts. Anytime you are helping out the community, helping out people, putting the foot forward, it is going to be a very, very great thing. That's what hot facts is all about. Told you guys what I am going to be doing, and that is what I am going to be doing. Reporting news, good, bad, giving opinions, unbiased, bringing in people like this, doing interviews with our brand new boxing analyst, What's Good Wood, bringing on Nova Dasher. His market out there is very busy. I know how a busy market is. I want to get some insight on that also, get the word out here. So a lot of other drivers out there who are just watching, they can actually get active. Like that's like live reporting right there from a guy who was active. Dash Bandicoot, I get a lot of active news from him. Screenshots. He calls me 3-4 times a day, people. I know when sometimes him and Nova Dasher might talk. People you don't know. These people talk. They're in the same market, people. So this is a great way to get things coming in, getting the hot facts, really great drivers, bringing them in and delivering it to you guys, okay? On all aspects. Anything that has to do with driving, period, will be brought out here. And anything that is hot facts has to be brought out here. Now, there's some things where people say, why would you report on certain things that has nothing to do with our community? The same reason why this Texas thing is being reported here. The same reason why when something is, that's the news, and half of the United States knows about that news, you better be reporting on that news and giving an opinion or something to a side to where you're not going along with what everyone is saying. You're actually breaking it down so people can get a better understanding. Because even through the news and media, people, birds of a feather flock together. Some people will just like some news and like it and give a fourth or fifth person say on something that someone got, and that was third or fourth person say. So while all of that is going on, I want to deliver nothing but the actual factual, okay? The actual factual all day, every day. I don't care where the news is coming from. If it relates to us and anyone in this, that's what it's going to do. And us meaning, I don't care if you are a canvasser and that's what you do to make money. Any canvasser that has to knock door to door and go do sales can watch this stuff too. This is for everyone out there. If you are driving out there right now and you are in my area, go get your money. If you're driving in other areas and you know that you drive in the other area where you know all the other drivers, go get that money. Don't slow down today. Go get that money. Go get it, okay? Go get it. What's today? Thursday? Go get that money. Today, you might as well say Thursday is the weekend. People get paid today. Some people are ordering lunch at their job and they are over ordering. They don't never order that. They normally just bring something from the 99-cent menu or they bring the top ramen to work. But when they get paid, I guarantee they're about to get that that ramen 369. They're about to get that poke roll, that poke bowl. They're about to splurge today. So if you are in a zone right now and you notice that, you know, you're getting it in, we are all at different hours. I'm on the West Coast, it's 3:06. Some people are at 6 p.m. Some people are at 5 p.m. If you've been getting it in today and you've been noticing that some people's paydays, your day is not that bad. Keep that grind going. Keep that mojo going, people. Keep that mojo going. You know, that money is yours, nobody else's. Don't let nobody go and take it from you. Now, I'm going to do this, people. I'm going to take a little quick break, a little intermission break really quick. I'm going to pop this on really quick, and I will be right back, people. 2 and 2, like Chuck Woolery. And I'm going to throw the link up there in just a little bit. Okay, people? Hang tight. Because here we go.
Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as
incentive to pick the people up and drop them off. I understand everyone's not a people person. Some people refuse to even attempt to be people. But people are dope. Are they your friends? Depends. I've actually made friends in Uber. I've met a couple of potential business partners. I've even shot a music video and used a kid that I gave a ride somewhere as the main character of the story. Some of these people come out and
Y'all got asthma here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack, you're going, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm back. Let me go ahead and remove that from the screen. Yeah, you guys saw that clip of Uber guy Tony right there. You hear his voice. Yeah, he has an interesting voice. Nice voice. When he's going over his story, it flows to the music. Go ahead and check him out. Now, I know it's kind of hard to follow or look at some rideshare videos because, there's actually no video inside doing it. So a lot of the videos, it's information and them giving you the breakdown of stories. My man has the perfect narration voice that goes in and it rides to a beat. It's perfect. So when you're actually listening to him, it's kind of relaxing. Older dude like myself, I'm saying older dude because, I'm 40. I'll be 40 in June. He said, what's up with the hot fact for the day? Hey, man, we got them. Hey, the one. We got them all day. Today on Thursdays are pretty good nights for me here. On Thursday nights in a 3 hour, I'll give it 3 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes on a Thursday night for me in my city. In 3 hours will probably give me like $110 in 3 hours in the area where I am now. Thursday nights and then Friday the whole day. You're gonna buzz on Friday the whole day, but then Saturday and Sunday, the mornings are so busy. On Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings in my area. If you are a driver and you don't turn on your app, there is something wrong with you. Like it is. Sorry, babe. I tell my wife all the time, there's something wrong with you, but she doesn't she don't like to drive in the morning. Like she does her things. She has to be at like 2,000 deliveries since last September. She hasn't even been driving for a whole year yet. She's probably at 2,000 plus or something. She gets them in tough. So, but like she don't drive in the morning. But at the same time, man, the morning is great. So people, if you can, drive in the morning. He says, my bad, out here dashing with the passion while tuning in. No problem. I'm gonna tell you guys this, Dash Bandicoot people, he does like pretty much every day. He's trying to hit $250 to $300 every day. I know that in his market, and I'm gonna speak with Nova Dasher about this on Monday, so I don't want to go too much into it because I want to get into it there. But they try to shoot for like $300 a day. Their market is very lucrative and very busy, people. He sends in screenshots and things. And actually yesterday he tapped in, they didn't have the stuff, but the customer wanted it. So tapping in just to get another opinion on what he should do while he's in there for delivery. People, so you know what I mean? Do that sometimes. He taps in. The one. I gotta give you a wrench. I'll give you a wrench today for sure. I gotta give you a wrench. And DoorDash Rick, if I don't have you up there, I gotta give you a wrench also. DoorDash Rick. Man, Mike N also. Those three right there. Those are the three wrenches that are going in. The ones that I just said. The one, DoorDash Rick, and Mike N. When it comes down to people, when I'm doing this, when I'm doing these things, and people are giving me the when it's been really tough. When it's been really tough, people have been rocking with you. They'll give you their opinion on some things and still rock with you. Okay? Now, I can't have a wrench for everyone. I can't have a wrench for everyone. I cannot have a wrench for everyone. But my channel right now is growing, and wrenches go out. Wrenches go out from the ground up. You know what I mean? And as the channel grows, more wrenches will be going out. But the next three, the one, DoorDash Rick, okay, and Mike N. Mike N, the one, and DoorDash Rick. I have a couple more that I'm going to be putting on that I wrote down. I just don't have them here. But those are the, like, as far as this phase, these are the ones going in for the next phase here. Okay, going in for the next phase. So those are the next wrenches that are going out. I wanted to just shout that out right there. That's what's happening with the wrenches. We got about 15 minutes or so before we get Uber driver Tony. So I'm going to go like this. I am going to copy this. I'm going to hop in. I'm going to do this. If anyone wants to tap in, and join in real quick in between UGT stopping in by, you're more than welcome to hop in on screen, tap in, show some love, let a brother know how your day is going, something like that. The link is there. Yes. Let me go ahead and see this really quick. And I know I put this up yesterday, but at the same time, people, all right, I know I put this up yesterday, but I like it. I like what these dudes are saying, man. I like what these dudes are saying. So I'm gonna put it up again right now. Oh, I'm so stupid. I am so stupid, people. I forgot about NUGGS. I'm so sorry. I didn't get into NUGGS and the Tesla. I knew there was one thing that I did not finish on the news. People, let's get into NUGGS and the Tesla. So sorry. That was the man. That was the news right there. Gee whiz. That was the get, like the news before get Tony, Uber driver Tony. I'm so sorry, people. Let's get into this NUGGS. NUGGS, people, okay, NUGGS rented a Tesla. Now, the reason why this is interesting, because I watched The Driven Dad, and I like to get his numbers from him. I know his wife has done some things too, but his numbers are always, man, the dude does a lot of great stuff. So right now, NUGGS went out, and we all know NUGGS has like 40-something thousand subscribers. NUGGS went out and did one of the videos that he normally does on the experiment or testing. So he tested it out on an actual Tesla. So let's get into this, and then we'll go ahead and get into some things here. Shout out the NUGGS right there, Dash Bandicoot says. Let's get into this NUGGS video. Pull this up right here. Making some tacos tonight, people. Going down tonight. Let me tell you what's going down tonight. All right, and that one's going to be NUGGS right. So sorry. I made a movie. Not just that one. 149. Here we go, Nugs. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check out Nugs in the Tesla.
In their picture. Look at it. Oh! They're gonna be like, alright guys, so the last order of this shift, I was gonna do maybe a few more, but this order is absolutely massive. It's $54 now, it's 43 miles. I know what you guys are thinking, probably shouldn't take that, right? 43 miles on a Tesla, but it's $54 and that's round trip because a lot of those orders are within the same area and sometimes it's not even the 43 miles it says. So I'm confident I can do this in less than 2 hours, which will be really good pay. But yeah, let's go do these.
So, do you want this in the front or the trunk?
Let's do the front!
Oh yeah, baby.
Alright guys, we're on our very last Walmart. So in total, this took a little over 2 hours. I think it intentionally routes me the longest way possible, which is kind of annoying. But a little over 2 hours for 54 bucks, that's not bad. Today we're talking about the Tesla Model 3, and it's the standard range plus, I believe. Now let's remember, we're fucking DoorDash drivers. We're not in real estate. We're not rich. Like, we're DoorDash drivers, so it is a very expensive car to get into. The Tesla Model 3 starts off without autopilot at like $46,000, whereas something a little cheaper like the Nissan Leaf, which is another electric vehicle, might start off at $27,000. So obviously a very pricey car to get into. So obviously gas being around on supercharging the Tesla, it only cost me about $10 to $12. Some places even offer free charging, granted at a much slower rate. And charging at home is something that's even cheaper, but I rent, so that's not even a possibility for me. Now, if we just look at the averages here, the yearly maintenance cost for a Tesla Model 3 is just $282. The highest maintenance cost you're gonna have for a Tesla is likely changing tires, but that's pretty much the most expensive thing you'll have to do. So with electricity and wear and they're...
All right, so when I was watching that, it broke down to like it's like 0.7 cents or something, a gallon or something. But the difficulty was for him is what he was saying, that they have supercharge stations and it's way far, and they have other stations, but it takes 4 hours. Now he said he's not rich. He said he's not rich, so he doesn't see why he needs it. But you know, if you watch the video, you'll see how young the lad is. You'll see how young the lad is, and when you see how young he is, you look at the Driven Dad. You'll see how the Driven Dad uses the Tesla and the numbers. But Nugs did save 88%. Okay, now the cost on maintenance and everything for the Tesla is dirt cheap, okay, for like the whole year. But I do know this. I know that the Tesla, they have computer problems, and there's a guy that Tesla has banned. He's here in the US. He actually has found a way to rebuild their computer and everything, so he doesn't have to go through Tesla. He refurbishes them. So, you know, they banned him from even using like Tesla at all. But that's it as far as like the, you know, it's not, that costs more, you know, when motors and computers go. But as far as everything else, it's a pretty good thing. Charging 4 hours at a time, that's something that, you know, that can work for you. He said if he charges it up for 4 hours, when he drives back, he has to drive to charge it. And when he drives back from where he's from, it's going to take out like 15% of the battery. So like he says he's pumping 30 almost every day on my car. Yeah, man. But like when I watch the Driven Dad, you know, the Driven Dad is putting in, he's making some money on his. You know, I was happy that Nugs did do that video, just because, you know, first of all, it's coming from a younger kid who's 21. So now we get to see it from two different age groups. You know what I mean? We get to see two different age groups on how they do it. And, you know, the benefits, Nugs did break down the benefits there. You know, the charging and cost compared to gas, the saving of all this much. But, you know, if you don't own your own home or you have a charging station there, you know, you have to kind of wait in line. Now, I have seen people argue over I've seen people argue over like the charging stations here by a Target at a superstore. So if you want to avoid that, you can have that at home. But if you rent, you can't. And I know there's a lot of people that rent, but if you rent and you live in a place where it's one of those luxury apartment buildings, a lot of those these days come with the charging stations there. Now I don't know, how it works as far as booking and getting it so that you can actually use it. I have no idea, but I know some have. There's a lot of Teslas here where I live. There's a lot of Teslas here. So Tesla, I see S and all type of Teslas. I know I drop off at a place and they have a Tesla, and the guy, I don't know, they have a gang of money at that house. They have a lot of land, and the son, he's in love with his car. So I got a good take from NUGGS. NUGGS did break down some numbers, but the driven dad breaks down the numbers and then breaks down the numbers. He goes out and does his thing. Very good video NUGGS did. You know how NUGGS does. It's a challenge video. He tried it. It's not for him. Now I want to know, is NUGGS being sponsored by Wendy's? He's got the 4-for-1 up there. The 4-for-4 or whatever. I want to know, is NUGGS being sponsored by Wendy's? And if you are being sponsored by Wendy's, NUGGS, I would say, where's my thing at? Where are my keys? I would say hook a brother up, but what I did, people, while I was at the Wendy's drive-thru, it was late night. They didn't have the extra stuff, had to call the customer. They gave me another order, so I was doubled up. And I helped out the people working on the inside so much that they gave me, I have on my lanyard, on my keychain, I get free fries and a free Frosty for the whole 2022. They gave that to me in the beginning of the year. So I get free fries and a free Frosty per visit whenever I go. So I got that from Wendy's. Wendy's, I don't like sitting in your drive-thrus. Wendy's people don't like to get you might get the Baconator, but most people at Wendy's order the chicken sandwiches. That's why it takes so long. All those chicken sandwiches, the spicy chicken sandwich and the breakfast chicken biscuits. People, it takes longer to cook chicken, okay? That's another reason why Wendy's lines are so long, okay? That's another reason why they're so long. So what I'm going to do right here. So Julissa, I'm gonna tap in with you after I get done with this, and let me just tap in with UGT really quick. Let me send UGT a text really quick. Sup? It says sup. Tapping in. So let him know that I'm tapping in. Tapping in on you. Now, I want to talk to him because he's gone through some things, and he's also in a man, if he's doing ride share, he's so close to certain areas. I got questions. I got questions for him. Okay, this just in, it says 2 or 3 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. We got UGT. UGT, people, in 2 or 3 minutes. UGT in 2 or 3 minutes, people. Uber guy Tony in 2 or 3 minutes. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and do this again, people. Throw up a little quick 30 seconds of the dude real quick. A little quick 30 seconds of UGT again, people. You get a little insight on the brother right here.
The money. That's the incentive to pick the people up and drop them off. I understand everyone's not a people person. Some people refuse to even attempt to be people. But people are dope. Are they your friends? Depends. I've actually made friends in Uber. I've met a couple of potential business partners. I've even shot a music video and used a kid that I gave a ride somewhere as the main character of the story. Some of these people come out and they just have an unnecessarily defensive.
There you go, man. The story stopped right there. I'm going to continue on that as soon as he gets in 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to get in on that right there, people. But we got Uber guy Tony checking in from L.A. Inglewood, people. So you'll be able to hear me and him talk. You know, a lot of people say L.A. I thought it was all the same. No, people, we got different sections in the county. We have L.A. City, we have L.A. County. Okay, he's in Inglewood doing his thing. So I got some questions for him. But Uber guy Tony is going to be hopping in just any minute now, people. So if you guys do not know, Nova Dasher is also stopping by, people, on Monday the 30th. Nova Dasher is stopping in, people. So if you guys did not see the short up there today, Nova Dasher is tapping in on Monday, 5:30, 2022, people, 2 p.m. He's being interviewed here on Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Nova Dasher, he is tapping in. Make sure you guys do not miss out. Now, I want you guys to know, make sure that you guys do not miss out. That's the slogan that I have on my Uber. When it says, why you deliver, it says, mine says, I want to make sure that you do not miss out. That's what it says on my Uber. When the customer sees your stats and why you drive, so I say, I want to make sure that you do not miss out. So with that right there, I want to make sure you do not miss out. What's up, John Bayard? What's up, John Bayard? Nice to see you tapping in with a brother. Nice to see you tapping in with a brother, John Bayard. Yes. Ooh, let me turn this down. Yeah, buddy, John. I see you, man. I see you, John. So, people, I'm going to be bringing in different people in here all the time. Uber guy Tony is right here, people. Without further ado, people, let me remove this one up here, people. He's getting himself ready right there. Good, he hit that. Let me go ahead. Boom, people. Let me go ahead and change this banner really quick for you. Let me go ahead and change this banner, and we'll be right on the line. Okay, let's get us right here. Let me take that up there. Got Tony, people. So for those of you who are out there, people, and I still got the news up there. Take the news off, Rob. What the hell is wrong with you today? Okay, cool. So for those of you, can you hear me? You all good? Can you guys hear him out there? I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him? Is he muted?
Now, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now. Loud and clear.
My bad mic.
Oh, no, you all good now. You all good now. So for those of you out there, this is Uber guy Tony. You guys are like, man, who's he got on here? I'm letting you guys know. I flip through the scrolls, people. I flip through the scrolls, and whenever I hear something, someone got some good energy, some good words, I want to make sure I bring them in. Another reason why I wanted to bring this guy in, I'm in Southern California. I'm in Riverside County. He's in LA. This is a local, so you know anything that might be going on in the LA area as far as pickups and what's going on popping out there for drivers that might be out there. You might want to listen to these words right here because he's out there official. Okay, I'm gonna let him introduce himself in just a little bit. People, I found him on the video. It just popped in my little feed. I clicked on it and I was like, oh, my man is straight up right there. I said, okay, Inglewood too. So I was able to relate to the stories that he was putting out there. And I was like, all right, let me see what else he has out there. So I saw a few more of his videos and he dropped some jewels on people. He dropped some jewels on people out there, and people, the jewels are out there. Sometimes you got to branch off and look at other channels out there to hear something that you need to hear. And I'm glad I did that and got a chance to tap in with the brother people. I sent them a message on his actual one of his videos first, and just letting him know I had my eye on him. And he replied. Then did that. Tapped in with him earlier. shot him on Instagram when I saw he had the Instagram set up and everything else. I said, oh, look, I can get in contact with him more than just YouTube right here. I said, let me go ahead and slide in on him. Slid in, and the brother is right here. So people, for those of you who do not know, I do these interviews. When I do an interview, people, I have preset questions here that I can use on anyone who steps into this chair. We're going to go over this. He's not on the delivery side as far as driving. So we'll go into him as a customer when it comes to ordering his favorite spots. And since he is in LA, we will go over a few questions that we'll just get some answers to for people going on out there. But as of right now, I'm gonna let the UGT introduce himself right there. Go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
What's going on? I'm Uber guy Tony. Out here in LA, man, trying to get it. I'm a Uber YouTuber, but I got a little bit more to offer because I'm not a young man. I got some wisdom in here too. But anyway, that's it, man. You know, holla at your boy. I'm on YouTube, Uber guy Tony, and Instagram too.
Yeah, Instagram. Yeah. Once again, people, I hit him on Instagram today. Check him out on Instagram today, people. Check him out on Instagram, but check his videos out. Now, people, why I want you to check the guy's videos out. He has a background, with driving that, he has a background with driving. So that's all I'm going to say. We're going to go ahead and get into some of that. My man came from the DMV to the mean streets of rideshare, people. So you may have to step in and check in with him at a DMV at a time or two. You never know.
Nah, I cut that part off, brother. I'm done with that.
No, I'm saying in the past, though. In the past.
Oh yeah. If you've been to the Inglewood DMV, you saw me because it's not a lot of skinny, light-skinned dudes that work at the Department of Motor Vehicles. So if you came into Inglewood, you absolutely saw me, and I might have gave some of y'all your driver's licenses.
You resemble. I got a friend named Bo. Y'all look, man. When they say people got like y'all, once we get off here, I'm gonna go screenshot one of his pictures and send it to you. Like y'all might be cousins on somebody get off the same shit. Somebody get off the same shit.
I don't doubt it.
Y'all was right there. Now, first question I'm about to drop into through you now. Now, we know you came from the DMV. Well, first of all, let people know how you got in. Let people know how you got into the rideshare thing. Go over your background a little bit.
Okay, well, basically, I was working at the Department of Motor Vehicles. If something happens with the audio or the visual, you guys let me know because on my end it freezes up a little bit. So just let me know if I get stuck or something. But I was working at the Department of Motor Vehicles in Inglewood. Got a lot of other stuff that I do. So Uber guy Tony is basically just my Uber adventures. But I got a couple of businesses I run. I got some other stuff going on. So my intention the whole entire time I've been working since I was a young man was to quit my job and start my own situation, get my own business going and all that. So last year it was just a culmination of feelings and emotions and signs and thoughts. And it was time for me to quit my job. So I asked God's permission. He granted me permission. I quit the job, start driving Uber.
Man, people, it worked like that, people. So sometimes, man, it just that change is a change that was what's supposed to happen. And you get in, and like he said, he wanted to get in, do his own thing. And this is where people like what this does. If you've never had a job where you were actually in charge and being your own boss, once you get the hang of this and understanding it like that, you start to see, man, if I actually want to go and do something, I can actually boom, boom, boom. So sometimes that change is needed. And a lot of people start doing bigger and better things just because of that switch to doing the gig thing.
Absolutely, brother. I mean, even beyond a switch to the gig thing, just having faith in yourself and believing you can accomplish what you can accomplish without a machine on your back, that changes everything. I mean, whether I think gig work is a good bridge to move on to bigger and better things. I think some people might get stuck on the gig work part because they don't have a plan or something else that they're trying to accomplish. But Uber just happened to be there. Whatever it was going to be, it was going to be. I figured out that it was going to be Uber once I saw a lot of people becoming Uber drivers, and I started talking to Uber drivers. So I said, okay, so that's going to be my transition. But I knew I was going to leave the DMV anyway. Just this was a great opportunity to do it and still make money without sitting around and waiting to find another job and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to stress the belief in yourself. I didn't step away from my job to drive Uber. I'm driving Uber because I quit my job to move on to the next part.
Right. People, you got that right there. Now,
gotta have faith.
Exactly. Keep that faith up there, people. The man is up there. He's got your back. That's why people, sometimes you'll hear me on here, people, and some people say, man, why? Look, I put motivational things up all the time. Some people need to hear something, and don't just think about you. I put things up because there's someone out there that may need to listen or hear something. Now, what made you want to like create and not just drive the rideshare part? What made you want to create content and do videos?
So I've been creating content and doing videos and doing music and editing videos and creating stuff for years. I just decided to use those bits and pieces and bring it over here. So I have content online. I'm not here to promote myself, so I'm not gonna point none of that stuff out. I mean, anybody who knows me knows that you type in my name and everything that I do online comes up. So when I started doing rideshare, I said, wow, this may be the first time that I have actual content. So I was a content creator in a particular lane when I started rideshare videos, live videos, and I said, wow, people started accepting me into the community. Like it's a couple of people, DoorDash delivery, GigTube, you know, once it was a welcoming to me. But it was just a culmination situation that I was in, and it only made sense. Plus, I quit my job. I mean, multiple streams, brother. We trying to get paid out here.
Yeah, boy. Let me tell you this. When it comes to the rideshare thing, I've done rideshare. So I have on Lyft, I have 600 rides on Lyft, and on Uber, I have 200. I have 200 plus rides on Uber. So I've done the rideshare. I know how the rideshare is. Now, there's pros and cons to the rideshare thing. Pros and cons.
I would say the cons. The pros buy a little bit, but the pros are pro enough that they hold on and stay in the fight. But it's pros and cons to it, and you have to learn. Right. You got to learn.
I got a ride here from Moreno Valley. I took somebody from Moreno Valley to Burbank. Okay. Yeah, Moreno Valley to Burbank. I got $85 on that trip. Now the whole thing was, I was like, man, good seeing you finna get that money when you go. And I was like, man, on the way back, is either you gotta push back, and when you turn on the route finder to find something on the way back, it seems to never find you something on the way back. You know what I mean? So
well, I used to think that, but it does. It does. See, I know how to hack that little system. The route finder, it'll bring you to where you're supposed to go, and the prox, you know, it depends on the amount of time that you tell it, but it doesn't even ping you as using it until you get almost your destination. So you go out, and when I first started, I took somebody to Pomona from like Culver City, and I didn't know how to play the game yet. So however much I got on that trip, it didn't even have to drive all the way back because I didn't even know about the destination filter at the time. But I use that. It'll take you to your destination. If you turn it off before acknowledges your spot, you can use them all day long because you only get two. It goes linear sometimes. Like it'll go forward and then it'll take you left, or it'll take you right, and it seems like you're going in the opposite direction. But if you look at where you started when you put on your destination filter, it's taking you there on a zigzag. You know, it might not be the most comfortable route, but it takes you there. I kind of rely on it. I kind of rely on it to get me where I'm supposed to go.
Right. See, people, that's why it's better to ask questions and hear. You know, you can't go based off of everything from just one thing right there. People, you cannot do that. That's hot facts right there. He broke it down. Now, people.
And that video is on my channel. If you want to hear anything I said again about that, there's a video on my channel about it.
Video on the channel. Now, he's in Inglewood. Now, I'm from Long Beach, Northside, Paramount, right there.
Technically, I'm in Inglewood. You know, Inglewood is not that far where I live, but I'm in the Baldwin Hills area.
Okay, all right. So when you were doing your driving, you staying around there, or are you trying to hit the Wilshire and do all that, get the business? You know what I'm saying? The business people head down.
Oh yeah, it depends on the day, but I'm a West Side baby for the most part. So I'll say I don't start. I started from, in the neighborhood and go from there because it's always going to take me to basically the same places. Uber algorithms are real specific. If you can kind of figure out the algorithms and the way that it does stuff, you can sort of dictate your drives. But I'll stay in Culver City, from maybe West Hollywood down to El Segundo. That's my area. Okay. It tries to take me to Compton every once in a while or something like that. But nah, you're not gonna give me Uber. I figured you out.
My brother just threw a question in. You ever ran into a dude by the name of 310 Prophet?
No, we're the same age group, and he went to school anywhere around here. I probably know him. I just may not know him by that moniker.
All right, yeah. He went to Inglewood. He went to Inglewood High.
Okay, but you know what? Then I might know him because I went to Westchester.
You went to Westchester, right? He played basketball for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to see if we can fill in. People, this is good when this is kind of close here. So let me give a little bit more information on him. Let me see. Producer, make beats. Man, beats Corrupt. Everybody, man. E40. But well, whatever. I'll send you some, and you might recognize. But back. Rodney Johnson, I'll go ahead and say his real name, Prof. Rodney Johnson. But I'll go ahead and get back to this next one. People, brothers, stop trying to sidetrack me, man. Stop trying to sidetrack me. Now, let me
get over here in these comments.
Yeah.
I wasn't even over here in these comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Everybody watching, man. Shout out to y'all. Salute.
Yeah, boy. Now. How did you know what type of footage you wanted to do? Like what type of rideshare video did you want to put out? Did you want to put out like PSA type? Did you want, like serious safety? You know what I mean? How
I didn't even. What's up, Dash? Oh, I see Dash Bandicoot. What's up with you, Dash? I didn't even think about it that seriously. I've been recording for a long time, so it was just a matter of me having new content to talk about. So you go and look at some of the videos on there. The videos are pretty basic. Regular videos, and some of them I get crazy with the editing, and then I did one where I went up to the park and I'm hiking while I'm doing it. So just to kind of I go with the flow. I don't want to be too structured because then it kind of gets boring and it becomes a job. And the reason I've recorded so many things over the years, I've had YouTube channels, and I put so much effort into trying to make it this perfect specimen that it became a job. It turns into a job. F that. I don't want to do it anymore. So this particular thing, that actual content, I'm actually building an audience. I'm being embraced by the community. This is my second interview with a rideshare gig channel. So let it continue to flow naturally. I told my wife the other day, hold on, my cat just came in here. Come on, fool. That's Mr. Gray. That's my cat, Mr. Gray. But I told my wife that this is probably my most organic and CL Smooth, K Reese, and CL Smooth. Put CL Smooth in there too. Maybe a little bit of Ice Cube about the eyebrows, bro. But I told my wife that this is the most organic thing that I've ever created, aside from my little business where people have to come talk to me word of mouth. So I'm basically growing on its own. But this channel and this content, with all the things I've done over the years, the last 10, 12 years, this one's just going. Subscribers and views and likes and love. It's just so I definitely am in Tesla mode to a certain extent. It's not driving all by itself. So I'm here to step on the brakes or step on the gas if need be. There's no reason to touch the steering wheel yet.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Now, my channel, I started my channel January 25th. So I started my channel January 25th. So getting it in now, just like you said, or organically, I've been able to, I'm not a rookie and by no means to anything doing nothing like this. I had another channel that was for my other big business, just like you said. This is my first channel as far as this, putting everything on into it. The subs have been coming in, everything else like that. And I stumbled, by putting out some pretty good content, stumbled into where the people that have the most active subscribers in the community, people start noticing my videos and what is this guy doing? And just by way of that, me staying real to what I do, people start seeing oh, this dude's not no rookie like the rest of them. He actually pretty good. And by way of that, I'm almost at 500 subs in 4 months. So
I noticed that, brother. Good job.
Thanks, man. And I got that going in there, and then I do word of mouth on the street when I'm out there doing my thing. But I got that, and by way of all these other people that are coming in, I target drivers around here. I get them in. So like now that I got a little, like I got that, that beginning fire buzz. As long as something is positive coming in, I'm gonna shoot out and do an interview with the brother. He's doing some good things. The views that are coming in my way may not have came in his way. So I'm about to spread and put this positive energy off. I checked in on the channel. Now I'm not gonna just try to interview somebody that ain't got nothing good going on.
Right, no doubt.
That's why you watch. That's why you watch. And I said, okay, LA also, that's the market right there. He's actually in the market, like not saying like you in Lakewood talking about LA. No, you are in the heart.
Bro, I live off Crenshaw. Literally, I live like 7 minutes away from Crenshaw. I start my drives in the jungles.
Man, wouldn't know better way, but you know what I'm saying, have somebody tap into, like, and what I hope from this is, in the future, I'll be like, I'll hit you on a text, how's it been this week for driving in LA in your area? We'll get you on here on like a Friday or something. You do a breakdown on the week, how it's been.
We could tap in, bro.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah,
absolutely.
Things like that. Keep that tap in going just like that.
Absolutely. Supposed to.
I brought the channel here just so that it's not just all about ride along and complaining about not getting tips, or we got to have solutions and ways to do things. We got to have open dialogue. We got to be able to have all these things. And if ain't nothing else out there, ain't nothing going to happen. So that's why I got the hot facts. We tapping in. You will be seeing different people doing interviews the whole time. It's tough right now when you got to establish your lane, but once people see exactly what you're doing is what it is just go roll. So I said, let me get this dude up in here. Let me get this dude up in here. And look, sub there. Look, Ricky Knight.
Salute to you, Ricky. Tap in, man. Enjoy yourself, and I appreciate you, bro, for real.
So let me get him up in and do it like that. Now, I like your voice. I like your voice and your narration. Nah, real talk though. Like this ain't no look, and I can't even say what I want to say because you don't like this ain't no funny stuff, people. Like when you sit and listen, look, that's why James Earl Jones is Mufasa, and that's why certain voices is just cool.
So let me tell you why I laughed, because I was laughing at you, but I wasn't laughing at you because that's one of the things that I do. I got a podcast called, and I don't like to cross promote and stuff, but I got a podcast called Top of the Morning. Uber Guy Tony is my Uber channel name. That's
promote what you got in you, man. That's so what
no doubt. So my name, my nom de plume, whatever it's called, is Tony Grands. Tony Grands is a rapper. Tony Grands got a motivational podcast that pretty much comes on every morning at 7 a.m. It's called Top of the Morning with Tony Grands. I produce, I rap, I do it. I got a bunch of music on Spotify. You type up Tony Grands, I got 70 something songs on there. So I do all of that stuff. I get down.
Okay, yeah. Now, how you staying fresh out there with like as far as
and a clothing company.
People. I just put up the Hot Facts clothing. I just got that up there, so I got that buzzing right now. I'm trying to get a little bit of piece for that. Now, see, this question is, I know because you, like you said, rap, the music, to doing all this. So some people will look like, man, well, what's a noob? This dude, people, as you hear, he's not a newbie when it comes down to this thing. He just transitioned over to a different space. So he's not a newbie. How is it?
My bad, I'm laughing at Dash.
Oh, no, let me get in that comment box. Really quick. Y'all ever had a teacher in school before? All right, man. All right. So like, damn, you got the voice and everything. So how long have you had this voice? As far as, did it take you time to did you, like when you working on your voices, did you was like, you know what, I got the
that's
do I want?
I've been hearing that since I started rapping. So one of the reasons I even continue to rap with people be like, "Who your voice?" So I've been on this stuff don't have nothing to do with ride share or gig work. So if y'all want to not listen, then that's fine. But I was on the show. I was on the Adam Carolla show in 2004. I mean, I was on air personality on there. I got a radio show I do on Sundays called the Tony Grand's Radio Show. It's a little bit bigger in the UK than it is here. You know how Americans are, but the UK loves it. But I mean, I know about my voice. I've never learned how to capitalize on it, and now I'm at a point in life where I don't need any. I'm not trying to have anybody help me capitalize on it. I even have a cartoon. I got a cartoon series called The Adventures of DJ and JD. It's about two roaches. I voiced both of them, and I'm trying to find somebody to help me do the other one. And somebody's like, "Nah, you should probably just keep on voicing both of them because it's just that's your voice, you know, and people want to hear it." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's weak, but maybe." So I realized the strength in it. I just don't know how to swing the sword all the way like I want to yet. You know what I mean? Is that if that makes sense?
Yeah. Oh nah, that make a lot of sense. But shoot, but that's called mastery. You know what I'm saying? That's just mastery. You got it. But like they say, there's levels to it. When you get to the next level, it came at that time for a reason. Right. You know what I mean? It wants you to try to perfect everything you got going on right now before, okay, let's go ahead and give them that little step.
Dash, look, tap in with me. Like, seriously, if you're for real about you want to join up with me, then I don't know, leave me a DM on whatever, somewhere. But yeah, we could do that. I need help. Yeah, let's do it. I'm dead ass.
Yeah, boy. Now
I got a lot of stuff I do and a lot of opportunities for people. Y'all tap in with your boy, man. I just be out here trying to create and live. You know what I mean?
Connections and reaching out. Being stingy and stuck to yourself don't get you nowhere.
No, and I didn't know that. So a lot of the content and stuff that I was creating back in the days, I didn't want anybody to F my S up. Can we curse on here? You curse on here or not?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's hot facts. You know, when you curse, I say it like this. All right. There's a way to just be ridiculous. But if you can curse in how it's delivering your speech, then go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I didn't want anybody to fuck up my shit. So for a long time, I would show you what's on my plate, but I really didn't want you to help me. Like, I'm not showing you for your assistance. I just want you to see. And then a couple of years ago, my wife said, you know, as long as you're not allowing people to come to you or you not going and reaching out and hooking up with people, you're not really going to be any more successful than you are from inside this house. I said, okay, damn. That means I got to let people fuck up my shit. So I start reaching out. I start being more open, you know, and I got a personality. I'm a friendly guy, but I just didn't want anybody to mess up what I'm trying to build. I didn't realize, you know, I had to get a little bit older, a little bit of maturity to realize that you can't build nothing by yourself. And if you do, it's going to take a long, long, long time and you'll probably die before you finish. So now I got people to help me build. And I had to realize that, you know. Right.
Now, so when you're doing your videos, how do you come up with the titles, or do you know what you're gonna do?
Pops into my head.
Or all freestyle?
No, the concept's not freestyle, you know, because I gotta have a base to jump from. But it just comes to me. I'm just like, I'm an idea dude. I host a game show. I got another podcast. Like, I just have a lot of ideas in my head. So at this point in my life, I'm trying to get them all out as quickly as possible. Well, not as quickly as possible, but as efficiently as possible to, you know, so the world can get a piece of whatever this is that God gave me to share with everybody. So I'll just sit and think about it. When I don't have an idea, I don't record. Back in my younger days, it was like, well, you got to be consistent. You got to be this and you got to be that. But at the same time, somebody sees 5 crappy videos in a row, they're not fucking with you. They may see 3 good videos, and it might take 2 weeks to see those good videos, and they'll sub to the channel and come back or look at other videos. But you give them a consistent stream of crap, nobody wants that.
Right. And what keeps you motivated? Because this gig thing, you know, it's huge. Because as you see, like, I do it like this with news and reporting. I do ride-alongs to help too, but I like the live aspect of it also. I do ride-alongs, so I do the ride-along part. I do a live part. There's people that do the ride share, people doing like the groceries. How do you stay motivated when everybody is seeming like it's coming with this type of video and that type of video? Is my video gonna be seen? Or how do you stay motivated to compete?
So I dropped the EP in February, and I did the only video I did for the whole thing was a song called "Don't Want to Know," And the song is just about how I don't give a fuck about what other people are doing in a really positive, good way. Like, it ain't no hate. It ain't no, I don't, that's, I got beef, or that's the competition. Cause I'm not a competitive dude. I'm not an athlete, never played sports. So I really don't know about going head up with opposition and having to win. But that attitude and that energy of not having to win allows me a freedom. I don't give a fuck how good you are, how bad you are. I just know I got to get mine done. So I don't, when I watch other people's videos or when I listen to other people's music, like, I never compare myself, and it's just a natural thing that I don't. At the most, somebody will motivate me to do something, or give me a little bit of a push. I'm like, ooh, let me go over here, try to do something. But I don't care what they're doing. It doesn't really matter. I just know that I have something I want to tell you guys about, so that's what we about to talk about. And if somebody else talks about it, that's cool, and if they don't, that's cool too. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you're recording. I don't want to know what your video is about. I'll see it later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you see something later that might ignite your fire, like, okay, like you ain't purposely going out to seek for something. When someone could come across like, well,
I watch the videos though. I watch YouTube probably more than I watch TV at this point in my life, and I it goes back and forth between hip hop videos and rideshare videos, and I just tap in. But I'm not a competitive person, so it just that part of me is never I never really base my stuff on other people, because it seems like I always lose when I've done that before, so I stopped doing that.
Right. Now since you've had other channels and other things, what's the greatest challenge about being a YouTuber? Just the whole YouTube platform and the video things. What's the most challenging thing to you about being a YouTuber?
Getting your voice heard. Because a lot of people have a lot of good stuff. It's not hard to come up with content if you're smart and you have some type of prowess in something, and you can come up with good content. But if it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 voices that are at the least 3,000 voices at the exact same volume, nobody's going to hear you. You have to find a way to scream just a little bit louder, just enough to where a couple of people hear that you're louder than everybody else. And that's all it really takes.
Right. Now, we go get into those questions done. We go get into a few of these questions now, people. Well, it's not even a question. A lot of people, you guys don't know. I checked the videos out. Now, brother, I haven't drank now. It'll be 8 months. Actually, when next month starts, it'll be 8 months.
Good job.
I haven't drank. So when I started and made my mind up about doing the whole channel and getting the grind on, I said we gotta get real serious and put things into perspective. So it's coming up on 8 months now. So I did check out your video. Now you going on like what, 15 years?
Yeah, it'll be 15 years next April 1st.
Yeah, 15 years. See, people, look, I'm telling you, people, I be in the videos, people. So 15 years now. People, check this out. This right here amazed me. Tell them how you used to drink, right?
All day.
And then what you ended up doing.
Let me tell you. Okay, so I drank. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I got 14 years. I drank every day. I drank all day long, like chilling at the house, drinking. I used to wake up with the shakes. It was bad. But I almost died. Wife came home, did what she had to do, got me up out of there, took me to the hospital, got me healed up, and I mean that's it. But I mean, I was really sick because I was really an alcoholic. So I was in ICU for I think 2.5 weeks. I was in a regular hospital for about 3 weeks. I had infections in my kidneys, my liver, my lungs. I had a few colonoscopies. I had a few blood transfusions. I was on the organ donors list for my liver. A friend of mine likes to tell the story about his girlfriend was a nurse at the hospital when I was in the hospital, and she would always talk about this young dude who was all sick and all this. But my friend didn't know who she was talking about. He didn't care, but she was just amazed that this young man was so destroyed by this alcohol, like he's in the hospital dying. And at some point, he got word of me being sick in the hospital, and he came to visit me, and it turned out that his girlfriend was telling him about me the whole time. So I was in bad shape. Yes, indeed. And then after I had counseling. I had to learn how to walk again. I had infections in my brain that affected, my mobility. So when everything was said and done, I had to remember how to hold the pen correctly again. It was traumatic. And I say it was traumatic because I want brothers especially to embrace the trauma that you go through so you can heal from it. If you don't heal from it, you're not going to be able to grow. If you cut your finger off and don't do nothing to it, it's going to be no finger there. But you cut your finger off and pick up the finger and run to the hospital, you might be able to get it sewn back on, or a prosthetic limb or something like that. But I had to embrace that trauma, which is why I never had a relapse. No more drinks after the last drink I had. That was it.
Yeah, man. And you know it's crazy. Big ups on that too, people, because I'm gonna tell you this. Now we all know people try and stop and try and stop. When you're really not trying to stop, you know you gonna do it again. But like when you actually like put your foot down, like I did, it was like times when like I was like before, well, you know what? I'm gonna go get a shot. And then once it went like 2 days, no shot, then 3 days, and I was like, okay. And then your regular stuff you doing starts to weigh more than like you're like, okay,
Absolutely.
I'm back. And like I don't even think about it, right? And like people say, well, how'd you just stop like that? I said, I'm gonna tell you, and this may not make sense for you. I was able to stop like this because I really wasn't an alcoholic. I was drinking, like you go
Nah, yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
Or like always a basketball game going on and stuff. Okay, but what you know what I'm saying? So like that's how I was able. That's the only reason I know from that I think in my head. Because how can you just one day just stop?
That makes total sense. I was after I drank, I became a drug and alcohol counselor just out of morbid curiosity of wanting to know about this thing that tried to fucking kill me. You know what I'm saying? I know it's weird,
Right.
but so I just learned so much. And driving Uber, one of my favorite things about Uber, and I made videos about it, is just the connections that I make with people. I know a lot of people don't fuck with the customers and they don't talk to their riders. I do. I get into some conversations inside my whip, especially when I mention alcoholism. And damn, I lost my point that I was trying to make. What was the point that I was trying to make? Talking about the alcoholism. Still lost it. The reason I stopped doing that. What was the reason of talking about that? Just knowing. So people ask me, I do this, I think I'm an alcoholic, or this happens to me, I think I'm an alcoholic. I ask them a couple of questions and I'm like, no, you're not an alcoholic. You just drink too much. Stop drinking so much. If you getting up going to work, you're not an alcoholic. You just drink too much right now. It may be a dependency, but you're not an alcoholic yet.
Right. Now you said you like to interact with the people. Now check this out. Check this out right here. He said you like to interact with the people.
Money. That's the incentive to pick the people up and drop them off. I understand everyone's not a people person. Some people refuse to even attempt to be people. But people are dope. Are they your friends? Depends. I've actually made friends in Uber. I've met a couple of potential business partners. I've even shot a music video and used a kid that I gave a ride somewhere as the main character of the story. Some of these people come out and they just have an unnecessarily defensive.
Now, people, I want you to pay attention to that. He said he uses the conversation from him being a counselor. He's able to be sociable with the people. The things I pulled from there was he said people are dope. And then the story. Tell the story about getting the guy from the photo shoot. What's that about?
Well, you know what? So that's the song. That's the song I was talking about. Don't Want to Know. So like all the other, that's and actually it's 5 songs on that song I sing. Like I like to sing. I'm a rapper, whatever that means. As a 46-year-old man, I'm a rapper, but I really like to sing. So every time I drop a project, I have one song I sing. And I usually only make a video for that song. And I wanted to shoot a video for this particular song, but I think it's important to understand phases of life. And this phase of my life doesn't hinge on me being a rapper. That window sort of closed, realistically to me, especially in contrast to the opportunities and other things that I have the opportunity to do. So rapping is cool, but it's not that important. This kid got in the car with me and he was just like a beautiful kid, just a handsome, dark-skinned dude, and just his demeanor and his energy. So young people get in the car, I ask them what's next. Now, old people, depends on how you, whatever. Young people, I always ask them, what's up with you? What's next? What you doing after this? Like, where you going with your life? And he said he wanted to be an actor. I said, boom, I got an opportunity for you. And that was that. He said, okay. And we shot the video and it came out really good. It came out so good that I'm working on a short movie about him as the main character.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's something right there. See, People, I'm telling you, man, by how you present yourself and how you come off to people, you never know what's going to happen. People, just you got to be able to just. What does Bruce Lee say? You got to be like water.
You gotta be water, baby. Yes, sir.
You gotta be like water, man. Be able to mold into anything. People, you gotta be able to put yourself in a place like that to where you can allow these things to happen. Man, that's tight right there. Now, these next questions right here, from the rideshare part. What's your biggest pet peeve about being a rideshare driver?
I don't know. It'd be easier to give you video links than to give you words for that one, brother. Let me see. Slamming my door, which I will honestly say I'm getting over. Talking on your speakerphone, Jesus.
I used to hate that, brother.
That I'm not gonna get over. That I think I'm gonna come up with a sign for that. The slamming of the door, it is what it is, and I've come to the conclusion that they're not gonna slam it that hard to break it. It's a car, and the glass is strong. If they break it, somebody's gonna get their ass whooped. But it is what it is. It's just a slam, and they don't do it on purpose. But you talking on your phone while I'm listening to the news. Now, a lot of times I'll listen to podcasts or the news. If I'm listening to music, it's just music. But I'm listening to a man talk. Common logical thought to me says if a person's listening to a person speak, they're really tapped in. And you still turn on your speakerphone, you savage? That don't make no sense to me. What else?
I used to hate that. Let me tell you this one. When I was driving. And I used to pick up the same girl every single time to take her to her job. Get to my car. Now, I think that my notification sound is perfectly fine. That comes from the phone that plays out the speaker. I don't think it's turned up loud. I got to where if you sleeping, you go hear that thing say right turn. You know what I'm saying? Right. You go hear that. The girl gets in every single time. Can you turn that down, please? I'm like, every single time. I feel I got my car set up that's gonna help everybody all act together. Get in, get out. You know, like you said, the young dudes. When I would take the young dudes to school, junior high school kids and stuff, I'm always giving them some good words before they go to school, making sure the grades is right. You know what I'm saying? How come you didn't make sure your brother's shirt wasn't tucked? Stuff like that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Stuff like that. But
we uncles out here. We got to look out for the youngsters.
Gotta look out for them when they get into your car, or like let's say, like you say, you listen to like I have on like ESPN in the morning. I'm listening to my Dan Patrick show or something. Can we just change that? I'm like, okay, this is where you got. If I see you have earbuds, use your earbuds in your ear and listen to your own stuff. I'm not. I'll turn it down to we can work together on this. But you're not gonna have me turn off my stuff. It was a whole bunch of stuff like that. A lot. Or check this out. When you go to the fast food place, right? You taking them, and sometimes you good like you pick them up. They got the food, and they just start to get down. They just start the full get down, and you watching what it is they eating, and I see the first crumb. I can't go off how I would with like anybody else at home or something, but I hate it when they get in your car thinking that they can just. Why are you gonna open your Popeye's chicken, the extra crispy, in my back seat? Why are you gonna do that? I hate that.
That's like my video. Okay, there I go. Yeah, like I say on the videos, I'm not the bus. Don't get in my damn car acting like you on the bus. Pet peeve too. I mean, I'm kind of I'm an assertive dude. You tell you not to eat or you can't drink. And depending on your response, I may let you eat or drink. Depending on your response.
Right.
Bad signal. We there?
Yeah. I got you. Okay. Now check this out. As a person that orders food, we all order food. What service do you normally order from? Do you order Uber Eats because you drive for Uber Eats and you get the points as a customer and all that stuff? Do you drive? Do you order from DoorDash, Grubhub? Where do you order from? Which company do you order from the most?
Oh man, this dang computer. Okay, hold on. Look, Rob, I'm a Yeah, okay, it's freezing on my end, but if it's okay on you, keep on going.
Or
I've never
what? You
ordered
ain't
to Grubhub those places.
okay. Okay, we have a
You
technical
you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
you.
hold on.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna hop back in. People, sometimes that does happen. These are like the final questions, people. We getting into. Okay, bam.
How about now?
Yeah, I got you now. Are you good? He'll try to hop back in. Rapping Granny Coupon. I never had any scary moments, but I've had drunk people try to touch me. That's not cool. I've had people I've had people like when I say, that's too many people to get in the car. I've had people get mad, and then once I stand out my car and they see I'm 6'4", 220 pounds, then they don't try to do any of that. I've never had someone come and jump in on me or try to fight me or attack me or anything else like that. That's never happened. Once he gets back in, we'll be able to finish up. We're gonna ask which company do you order from the most. We're gonna ask what percentage do you tip? Do you take tips away? Okay, he said, hold on, Signal Wildy. Okay. We're gonna ask, okay, boom, let's see.
All right.
All right.
I think we are right. I'm getting my background back, but go ahead. I hear you.
All right. So you said you ordered from Grubhub the most?
No, I said I've never ordered from Grubhub, Uber Eats. Delivered to me.
Okay. Ooh. All right. So I'm gonna go like this.
Oh, I like to go outside. I'm old school to go outside.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask you this. Rapping Granny Coupon asks, have you had any scary moments while being a Uber driver?
When I first started, I went out to when I first started, I was nervous and paranoid off rip every time I got in the car. So I had to grow into my comfort zone. This happened before I was in my comfort zone. I picked up some dudes from Hollywood. So it was two dudes standing there when I swung my U-turn to come and get them. So when I pull up to get the two more came out the door. And I'm like, damn, all four of them niggas about to get my car. And sure enough, they did. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I'm just chilling. And then they had out-of-state accents. So I asked them about where they was from or something like that. Did they rap? And the energy that they were giving off was, I'm like, okay, you just probably being paranoid, just chill. Dude asked me to stop at the store, so I stopped at the store for him on the way to the place. Wasn't a big deal, but it was just a lot of weird little nuances. And my senses are pretty good. I sensed something, but I wasn't scared or nothing. So when we finally got, I was taking them to Santa Monica Beach. They asked me could they smoke in the car, and they start texting back and forth to each other certain times when we were talking about stuff. But the red flag of the conversation was when the guy asked me about how much we make and how often do we cash our things out. So I'm good with my words. I'm able to duck and dodge and use whatever words. So I'm not really answering your question. It sounds like I might be answering it to you, but you're not getting no information from me. But I said, well, that was odd. I've been in plenty Ubers, lots of Ubers. Never asked the brothers about what you make, how often you cash out. You guys make good money might be a general question. We get to Santa Monica Beach, and they started asking me about Venice Beach. And to anybody who doesn't know, Venice Beach is, depending on your direction, it's left or right of Santa Monica. It's not particularly far, but it's not close. So they're like, one of the dudes is like, yeah, man, well, we were trying to get to Venice. Can you drop us off at Venice? And I'm like, no, I surely can't, brother. If this is where you told Uber you're going, it's where I got to let you out. And I'm turning right here to pick up the next drive. So they got out the car. Didn't nobody say thank you, bye, or nothing. And the dude mumbled something when he closed the door. So that was the closest to a scary moment if I had to have one, because I just I don't know if they're gonna try to rob me and jack me. And it wasn't the most friendly dudes, and they weren't from California. And I'm like, dang, so if they do something, they have somewhere to run to.
Right. And check this out. This is what I was saying earlier, that DoorDash, some deliveries, the drivers can carry cash, like for pizza deliveries. And I'm like, no, the whole object is to not carry cash. Why you want to put cash in the dude's hands again and make it like robbing the pizza man again? Like, that's why the pizza man couldn't go in certain spots. He not delivering there. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy there. Now, I'm gonna take it out of ordering from like the food service. Now, when you go out to eat, let's say you go into the Chili's, the BJ's, or the Lucille's or something. What's your rule on tipping?
Honestly, I let my wife do it, but I make sure that everybody always gets a tip. I'm a tipper. I appreciate people. Like when I go somewhere and you do something for me, and this is a secret I tell people too, and they don't want to believe that it works, but it absolutely works. Sometimes I tip before. You'd be surprised how people treat you when you give them a tip before the service starts. You pay them 10, don't wait for them to not earn that money when they start for you. Especially when I go park my cars places. So for one of my businesses, I have to go downtown a lot. I just really started doing this because I eliminated the middleman for my business. So I got my own equipment and machinery now. I don't have to send it to anywhere. Nobody has to drop ship it. But I got to go downtown to buy my products for my thing. So I had to learn quickly about the parking because it can get real expensive there. This was like, yo, I shoot the dude $10 before he tells me anything. I shoot, keep eye on my car. He'd be like, oh, that's cool, man. You could park right here. And I start doing that other places. You tip a restaurant, you tip a waiter or a waitress before your food. In a good neighborhood, you'd be surprised how much free taco meat will be inside them shells.
He said tacos, yeah, boy. All flavor, no grease. Y'all people
yes,
going
sir.
all flavor, no grease. What y'all know? All flavor, no grease. We about to get into this right here. Since we are on the West Coast, people, a lot of you people out there, some of these answers you guys may not like. Okay, but we're about to go down this list. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like this: the Chronic or Doggy Style?
Chronic.
DJ Quick or Warren G?
Historical reasons.
Did he freeze?
Me?
Oh, I can hear you now. What'd you say? You said
DJ Quick for historical reasons. My father used to listen to DJ Quick when he picked me up from St. Bernard's High School.
Okay.
So he just got a special place in my heart.
Okay. Lakers or Clippers?
Oh, Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah, I have purple things around for no reason, brother. If you and I don't want anybody to be mistaken. I don't want anybody to be mistaken who I root for when I'm rooting.
All right.
That's it. There's only one basketball team in the NBA, and they're terrible, but it's only one.
There's only one. Now we doing this. SC or UCLA? Did y'all hear
me? USC. You hear me?
Yeah, USC. I hear you now. USC. All right, we gonna go like this. I'm gonna do it like this. Ooh, okay. Razzcast or Corrupt?
Razzcast.
Okay.
I interviewed Razzcast when he dropped Soul on Ice in 1997, I believe it was. I interviewed him. His label mate Voodoo. I reviewed that album when it dropped because we had a relationship with the record label that they was on back then. I got Voodoo and Razzcast stickers from the 90s in my dictionary right now. I've been playing these games since I was a kid. I used to write for The Source.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy. Man. All right, people. I'm gonna throw him one right here. I'm gonna throw him one. We go with
Give me a good one now.
I want to give some love to some love to you. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna do it like this. Most underrated, Exhibit or Jadakiss?
Jadakiss.
Okay.
Jadakiss. Okay. No question.
He said no question.
No question. Not. And Exhibit has some good songs. Exhibit he's a quality MC, but Kiss, no question.
Ice Cube or Scarface?
Ice Cube.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Master Burger or Tams?
Tams, maybe Master Burger, but it depends on what time it is. But Tams is straight because I could go to any Tams.
I feel you on that. We gonna do it like this. I'm gonna give you 5 instead of 4 on this one. All right. Give me your Lakers Mount Rushmore. Okay. I'm gonna give you 5. Now here's the rules. Anyone that the Lakers organization considers a Laker.
Absolutely. Mount Rushmore. All right. Kobe, Kareem, Magic. The top of the top. Who would be the top of the top? Vlade Divac.
Oh, hey, hold up. Stop the press.
Wait. I got to give you the last one. Vlade Divac.
No, but this for people that don't understand. This is a real Laker fan, people. You don't understand when Vlade came in and Kareem was gone. He stepped in for Kareem. When we went and played the Bulls, Vlade used to fight. He used to do all that stuff. It was sad to see him playing for the Sacramento Queens.
I never watched. I stopped. Man. When he left, I couldn't see him nowhere else.
Okay, you got Vlade. Give me your last one.
Well, yeah, so if let me see it, because I got to be respectful to the true legacy of the winning, not just the legacy of the Lakers, because we had a lot of good guys. But if I say Vlade, I got to say Shaq.
Shaq. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what I did yesterday. I'm gonna introduce you to What's Good Wood. He's the Hot Facts boxing analysis that I have now. So he went Kobe. He went Kobe, Magic, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, and Kareem. Now I said myself. Now Kareem came to the Lakers after he was in Milwaukee. I took out Kareem, and some people might get mad at me, and I put in Chick Hearn.
I can do.
I put in Chick Hearn. A lot of them business deals people don't know came from Chick Hearn. Chick Hearn.
Well, my thing about the Lakers, I'm a Laker fan. If you happen to be on the Lakers, that's good. But I'm a fan. So when you come here, I'm a fan. When you leave here.
Okay.
Chick Hearns was a Laker. Chick Hearns can go on that list. Chick Hearn might go up there right next to Kobe, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Chick Hearns, baby. Chick Hearns. He got a statue and everything. Everything.
Absolutely.
I got one more for you because I know it's weird. It's weird out here, but I keep it true and true. I'm a Dodger. Now, we got some Dodger people that live in LA and they're Angel fans. And then we got people in Orange County that like you like the Dodgers or the Angels? What team represents Southern California? You can even throw in the Padres. What's the best Southern California baseball team?
Last baseball game I watched was my little brother playing Little League at I watch basketball, and I really don't even watch basketball. I watch the Lakers. So I've never been a sports guy. I've never been too much of an athlete. I just when I was young, my thing was, hey, you want to try out for the team? I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit over here and write a song about y'all playing.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna do this then. I'm not talking about these little new age wrestlers. Talking about when we used to go and try to practice the stuff out in the backyard on your homies and stuff. Your favorite, give me your top 4 favorite wrestlers growing up. Top 4 favorite wrestlers.
Junkyard Dog, Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Ooh, hey, you talking about the Bushwhackers?
Hacksaw had the 2x4. But you remember the finger puppets? You remember that was the Bushwhackers. Yeah, I used to have them cat fingers going at it.
Yeah. That's tight. Was you ever into WCW at all?
A little bit, not really though. I was just WWF because that's what all my friends was watching.
Yeah, all your friends watching WWF. Well, people, I want you guys to know this was UGT, Uber Guy Tony, people. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, please go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I will be tapping in with the brother to figure out what the LA market is going.
Hold on, before we get out of here, let me respond real quick to Rapping Granny. It says, that's why I'm on the fence about driving Uber. Well, look, let me tell you this, Rapping Granny. If you're not scared to go to the grocery store, and you're not scared to go to the mall, and you're not scared to go eat or sit at stoplights and any of that, then you shouldn't be scared of Uber. You got faith in God and just try to keep yourself safe. And not to have a shameless plug, but I got videos on my channel talking about certain things you can do to keep yourself safer, and they're more designated for women than men, because you know, you get out there and figure it out that you're supposed to, you a man, but you guys got to be a little more agile with the things that you do. So go over to the channel, check it out. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not looking for subscribers for this, but check out the thing, and it's ways to keep yourself safe. I keep myself safe, and I'm comfortable and secure with anybody that steps in my car, that if anything does happen, at the very least, I have a fighting chance of defending myself. And as long as you do that and you got faith in God, you'll be okay. Go get that money.
People, I told you guys, women, sometimes you need that little Louisville slugger bat that's like 13 inches long. You need one of them. Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. All of that, people. Make sure you got some stuff. And like I said, people, you may not want to use mace. Go buy some bear spray. Go buy some bear spray.
Some brass knuckles, all kind of stuff.
Do what you gotta do, people. Go subscribe to the man's channel. I'm gonna be tapping in with the brother from time to time so we can see what the market is. He can actually report on how the market is because he's an active driver out there. People, go subscribe. I'm trying to bring in good energy in this community. Lots of interviews to come, people. Once again, Tony, let the people know where they can find you at.
The easiest way to find me is to just Google Tony Grands, and all the stuff will come up. Or you can go to my link tree. My link tree is Tony Grands, one word, TonyGrands. Linktree/Tony Grands. You search me on anything, I'm everywhere. Yes, Rapping Granny. Yes, Rapping Granny. Absolutely. Every time you get up and you go get in the car, put more faith, and that's where you got to go. And I was a studying witness for quite a few years, and I just don't use Jehovah's name for whatever reason. But yes, put all your faith there and go get that money.
Yes, people. That is what it is. Now, hang tight when we go off the air. If you ever just chop it up a little bit.
No doubt.
People, go ahead and check him out if you have it. Lots of positive words. His videos are not 40 minutes, 45 minutes long. People's videos are going to be in between just like a song, people, 2.5 to 6 minutes, 6.5. You might get a 7-minute one if you feel like James Brown that day. you might get one of those.
Depending on what I got from the dispensary that day.
Yeah. So go ahead and check him out. You know, you can actually, if you wanted to, how some people watch one person's videos, you can get 2, 3, 4 of his videos in and get a real good rundown on who the brother is. But I will be tapping in with him. He will be coming back in here, people. This is one more person that we build in this HotFacts team. It starts from the ground up. You march with it or step to the side. We go stay like this. See you guys later. I'm signing out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2.
Peace.